Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Manor video. Today we're going to be taking these 10 people and rising to the ultimate kingdom, and we will not be stopping until we've conquered the entire land. If you guys are enjoying these Camp to Kingdom style videos, let's get this one to 1,000 likes to unlock the next one. And if you guys also wouldn't mind, please subscribe. We are so close to 45,000. I could not have done this without you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And without further ado, sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and let's get right into the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Manor video. Today we're in Devil's Hill. We're going against two AI opponents today, Team Blue. Let's check this out. He's kind of already started his paths, a couple little things. It actually already is a logging camp, which is interesting. Team Yellow, that's our off-map adversary. So he's going to be coming and trying to take lots of these various regions. We got lots of bandit camps. Team Green, so we've actually built here before. It's kind of like a direct bridge right to where we're going to be building on top of the hill here. And it's also at elevation. Let's check out what he has. Actually, this is pretty nice. Got the King's Road coming through here. He's already started to build some couple things. And he's got rich fish. That's actually quite nice. We'll kind of check in on them throughout the video here. Let's check out our message. So kind of just the regular old whatever. Let's go ahead and close that. This is interesting. So we are on kind of a little bit of a flat surface. I've already checked that we can build some houses in this area. And our settler camp is here. We have rich wild berries. We have wild animals. And we also have a couple other things. We got clay, iron, and stone way the heck over there. We are on top of this giant forested mountain, so trees are not going to be an issue for us. And in fact, I'd kind of like to use our logging camp in order to clear out some space in here. If I can kind of let them in our woodcutter's lodge, I'll clear out this space and that'll allow me to kind of build in this area. And the other thing I want to do is I'm kind of picturing a giant castle on top of this hill. I don't know about you guys, I think that would look quite nice. So I'll probably end up doing that. There's also some trees that I'll probably have to chop down. So that'll give us something to kind of look forward to. But yeah, we're on this giant forested area. And the other thing we have is we have really good fertility. So we have really good emmer fertility up here. Flax fertility, barley fertility. There's really good barley right around here that I kind of want to utilize. Even though it's quite the steep little cliff there. I guess they'll have to farm and they'll have some beefy calves. We also have rye fertility, of course. And basically throughout our entire region we have good fertility. I can't picture myself building down here just because there's not a whole lot of really anything. Most of our resources are up here. Let's kind of get started here. So as far as our logging camp, I kind of want to clear out this area first. And obviously as soon as you get to there, like let's kind of see the areas we can even build. Like that's kind of a drop off. We do have the ability to build kind of over here. And that is also kind of a big drop off. Could build a little bit down there, but this is kind of where the main part of our town is going to be in this area. So to start off, let's just get this maybe even tucked way over here. Let's face this kind of out like that. I think that'll look good. And then I'll probably even take a path right along here. Maybe just right along the bottom of this hill. Maybe just going right to our King's Road, just like that. I think that's good. Let's also get our berries sorted out. So let's make sure we can actually build in some of these spots. Like we can't even really build over here. This seems to be the best we can really do. And in fact, even some of that won't work. So let's build this. Oh gosh, this is pitiful. There's not much I can even do here. I guess let's just have it right on the side of our King's Road. That might be the best we can really do. They also have a hunting camp that we can get in here. It looks like this we can get a little bit luckier. So let's put that right there. And let's get a little path going back to our King's Road there. I think that's going to be good. That'll allow us to collect some food. And again, our rich berries is amazing. I really want to focus on our logging camp so then we can start clearing out a space for building some houses. So that's great. We could also get a woodcutter camp or woodcutter's lodge. The other thing I want to get, this will cost a little bit of timber. Yeah, I could probably have this maybe right on the corner here. Can't really have it over there. Let's just have this right at the bottom of the hill here. I think might look good. And what's nice about this, if we have our granary and storehouse, this is right in between here. So I could probably even build this, oh, maybe right in here. They were right next to our hunting camp. If I can kind of find a nice spot, or maybe even this way. Here, let's do this. I kind of want to keep some of these trees. I don't want to cut all of them down. But let's maybe get our granary maybe on this side of this tree. I don't want to cut it down. I think it'll just chop like maybe, let's just go maybe like right there. Maybe just like that. And of course it did get to that tree, but that's fine. Let's just get a little path running back to our King's Road here. And this will be a challenging build because obviously we're dealing with elevation, which we're normally not dealing with. And then our storehouse, I could maybe even have, maybe on the back side of this, might be kind of cool. Let's allow a little bit of room in between there in case I want to have a path. Actually, we can maybe even do it a little bit on an angle like that. And then we could have this kind of coming back like that. Let's kind of just do that for now. I think that'll be good. And then that'll leave lots of room for building some houses in here. We're still working on our logging camp, which is good. We're getting our well set up. I think that is a nice little foundation for what we're going for. We have this tree in here. In fact, we're probably going to need some room for a market, won't we? Actually, I think I spotted a new area I'd like to put my storehouse. I'm going to put this right in here instead. Just like that. And then I could maybe even keep that path. Or maybe let's go this way. And then I could maybe bring it right next to here. I kind of want a space for a little market here instead. Let's kind of just do that. And then we can get a market in here. I think that's perfect. It allows us to kind of utilize this area as best as possible. In fact, that's not very good. Can we go about to there maybe? There we go. Perfect. We can get lots of spots in there. I think that'll look really good. We can get a couple other things kind of around here. I think that'll be great. Okay. Hunting camp or logging camp. That is ready to go. So let's set this area. I kind of want to chop down some of these trees. I don't want, let's maybe start in just like this area. Maybe just to begin with. Let's just do that. It's nice and close. Should be able to get all of those, which will be nice. And then we probably want to get going up top here eventually, but not yet. I kind of want to focus on this area as much as we can. Yeah, it looks like we have our well set up. That's awesome. And we're building this on quite a steep angle. And just look at this. I just love how they set this up. They haven't really leveled inside of it, but on the outside it looks good. That's actually so cool that they build it level like that. Like, what a good AI system in this game. It's actually very good. We are going to need some houses, and we're currently out of timber. So I guess let's just speed this up a little bit and wait till we get some timber. Let's maybe even get another family on there. We have our forager hut. That's ready to go. Hunting camp should be almost done. I guess we're just building some other things. And in fact, let's set that to high priority just so we can get that completed. And I guess that, yeah, I put 3 families on there. Instead, I'm going to maybe get one on our hunting camp. That might be a better idea. Yeah, having the really good fertility, especially barley fertility, like that's hard to come by. This is 100% barley right here. That's absolutely amazing. And then on the outside, that's maybe 80%. Like, I think we can definitely get some good stuff out of that. It is quite steep, so I don't know. We want to defy the laws of logic. But we could probably do that still. So our granary storehouse are coming up. That's awesome. I'd love to get some burgage plots in here. So we already have about 6 timber. We're kind of clearing out an area. I kind of want to leave, like, this tree looks good. All these trees in this little area look kind of nice next to our little marketplace area. I could kind of just build throughout it maybe. Also, these tents are in the worst spot ever. Let's just get some houses. I guess I can maybe connect back through here. And then keep some of these trees, maybe just get going throughout there. And then obviously our well is kind of in a bad spot. Let's just kind of get going around it. And then we could build some houses throughout here. I could also get something. Actually, maybe let's build this.
Can I stay where there's drink?
Let's build a well over here instead. We had that option, and that would really save us the headache of having our path in the way though. So let's go ahead and do that. They've already collected that. Now we can get some houses in here. In fact, I still want to preserve these trees if I can. But let's open this up a little bit. And the other way, I mean, I'm doing this as realistic as I can. The other way you can get... What the heck is going on here? You can get rid of trees if you want. Too steep to build. Are you kidding me? Well, if I can't build there, then where the heck can I build? You can get rid of trees by building houses over them, but I mean... What can I do here? Like, I can't... That's too steep. Yeah, that's too steep for us to build, which is really unfortunate. I guess we could maybe clear out a space in here. Can I get a house in here? I can. Okay, so I could maybe do something with that. This might be harder than I thought it would be. Okay. I still want to be able to get something in here. Apparently that's too steep. Let's build some houses throughout here. Let's just take a path, maybe right off of here. Preserve that tree if I can. And maybe just get going right to there. And then I'll maybe just get going up through here and then back. I don't know. Let's see if I can build some houses in here. That would be kind of nice. And let's maybe take a little path throughout here. Let's get a house in here. Let's see if that works. I guess we'll have to start here maybe. Okay, there we go. We can do that. So let's go ahead. We get one house there. Let's go ahead and do that. And then in this area, I guess I can maybe just get going straight across. Let's build some houses. Be a little bit more efficient. So this, let's maybe get about 4 there. And I'm still very sad that we can't build any here. Can I get any like down here? Let's see. Still too steep to build. Okay, well, we did our best. Let's maybe even just keep this area open in case we want to build something. Like, I think we could still get, like, not enough goods. I think we could still build this kind of stuff in here. Maybe even room for a church. We'll have to see. And then throughout here, I can also get some houses. We have a King's Road coming in through here. Let's maybe get going right off of here. Let's just create a nice big area in here for some houses. And I could maybe even split this up. Kind of just like that. Let's see how this looks. This might work, this might not. This is definitely the challenge of building. Actually, I kind of like that. That gives us a little bit more bang for our buck there. And we can maybe even do the same thing, or we could go, let's maybe do the same thing. Let's kind of just have some nice houses in there. And then right off of there, I'd like to maybe come back to our town. I could also build some houses back here. Yeah, I could maybe take this back up through like this and then into this area. And maybe preserve that tree for a yard. Word of the day is preserve. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see how this looks. I'm quite curious to see. So let's kind of just do that. How does that look? We can get 2 houses in there. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's build that. And we have an upgrade. So we have our armament delivery, so we can form our militia now. Let's go ahead and get our spearmen. And we also have an upgrade. So if we kind of take a look at all the resources we have rich berries, wild animals, and really good fertility. There's one I have in mind. I think it's maybe this one. Efficient farming at elevation. So that's amazing. I mean, we are definitely at elevation, so that would help us a lot. Cheaper animal imports, which would be good for getting, like, you know, some sheep. There, yeah, got them in there. And the mining speed increase. We also have a lot of mining to do. Artisans efficiency malice, though, that drops by 20%. All of the artisan workshops. I think I'd rather have the efficient farming, though. I don't know. I think that would be good. There's also a couple other things we can get, but I'm going to go ahead and get our efficient farming at elevation. So then we can have some good farming throughout here. I'm still very sad I can't build in there, but I can build in this area. Now, we have some supplies there, which I'm pretty sure it's all kind of, yeah, it's all probably swamp. Let's get a couple of workers on this stuff. Now this, I bet you, is full. Yeah, generic storage is full for that. Let's go ahead and get somebody on our granary. Kind of struggling to see where the heck this thing is. And maybe you should have built this. I don't know. I guess it's fine there. But it would have been cool to maybe build it in this little corner, kind of facing this way. What do you guys think? Let's maybe just have it there. I do kind of want to switch this up. Like, I could probably build it kind of tucked in the corner like this instead. Maybe right next to there, or maybe even over here. Might be cool. Over here, I'm kind of picturing a tavern. I feel like that would be kind of cool right there. Yeah, over here, I'm going to get our granary in a new location. Let's just build this right in here. Let's try not to uproot any trees. And then I'm going to build this first. They're still collecting all of that stuff, which is good. So let's just allow them to do some collecting. I bet you this is full. Yeah, it looks like it is. We've already cleared out a nice little area in here. So let's go ahead and start clearing maybe all the way to here. I kind of want to keep some of these trees. Let's kind of clear out this area maybe. Just to kind of see what that would look like. And again, we have endless trees here to kind of chop down. So I'm not worried about trees, okay? I'm not worried about trees. We have good timber. Let's actually get a woodcutter's lodge. And where I'd like to chop wood is probably, I guess I can maybe even have it up here to start working on these trees maybe. We got some shrines up here. In fact, we can maybe even build something up here. Maybe even our castle up here might be kind of cool. I kind of like that. Next to our shrines, I can even get rid of those, but I can't get rid of the shrines. I could build our castle right in here. That's kind of a cool little area. We also have up here. So we got some options, maybe even more of a town up here. I think I'm gonna put my castle up here. That's a nice little nook. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't need to chop any trees down, but I think we can get our woodcutter's lodge. I got lots of trees to cut there. Let's maybe get it over here instead. So if we take a path all the way back here, let's just build this maybe just right there. Right on the King's Road. Let's go ahead and build that. We're going to have that pretty soon. Let's maybe actually take a worker off there so we can build some stuff. Let's go ahead and get that built. And let's maybe demolish this just so we can use the resources from there. That'll make it a lot quicker. Look at that. We already got all of that delivered. So that's perfect. Stocks are getting soaked, of course, all of the supplies. But got lots of berries there. Should be able to get lots more. What else do we want to do? We could get some more houses. Our hitching post is in a naughty spot. So let's maybe get this. Maybe right as you come in. Maybe we can get some hitching posts right on the end here. I don't really want to uproot any trees. Let's just put that there. That's awesome. We already have our granary set up, so let's get them back on there. We have lots of supplies to kind of carry on over. So they should be able to get all that. We also need to free up some more people for building. So we're at 54% approval rating. We're respected. I love to be respected. I don't need to be respected, but I like it. Let's get some more houses in this area. So I can maybe even take... we're gonna need a path kind of going to here, won't we? So let's just take maybe just a straight path right off of here. Just connecting to there. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Let's just do that.
Who's using the auger?
And then I can maybe even get a path. What do I want to do? Let's maybe just go this way. I can kind of build up through that way, and I can get some houses on either side. And then maybe even get going this way. Connect right to there. And then I could get some houses back here as well. Kind of just like that. So we can get a little bit crazy if we wanted to. We could take a path through out here. Be anyone we want to be. Let's do that. This is our little world. A lot of people have commented that I'm the Bob Ross of Manor Lords. I kind of enjoy that. I don't deserve it, but I find that funny. So thank you guys. Very nice of you. I take that as high praise. I could build some houses going that way. I could face them this way. I'd kind of like to open this up a little bit more if I can. Kind of have their backyards facing in here. Let's maybe do that. That'll get us lots of houses. I don't think we need much more than that. Let's get a saw pit in here now. I guess we can have our saw pit right on the edge there. Right next to our logging camp. Might be just fine. I actually kind of like this. I had the idea of getting rid of all these trees, but I actually kind of like that it's all hidden in here. I think it looks good. Woodcutter's logs, we are going to need to get that going. I don't want to cut into here. Where is our area? So it kind of comes right to the King's Road. So I guess we could maybe do this area. Maybe. And then we can maybe build over here. Or else we can also go this way. How far does it go this way? I guess I could maybe cut here. Let's maybe just do like this area. And then we can kind of chop around this. I might even migrate those guys. We'll see. Maybe see if we can migrate them. Our saw pit is almost ready to go. We have lots of houses built up. Looking absolutely amazing. This tree is more... Actually, no, it's actually kind of nice. It's in a nice little location. So that's perfect. Okay, let's take a look at this. We have vegetables. We need a little bit of meat. We need some fuel and church, obviously. We need to get our church built up. So we got somebody on our granary, somebody on there. And we're going to get some fuel pretty soon here. We're approaching winter, so we got to definitely get some fuel. We should be able to collect it fairly fast, I'd say. But as far as berries, that is completely empty. So let's free that up and let's get another saw pit worker. Another thing I'd like to get is maybe another hitching post. So let's go ahead and get one of those. Maybe right. Please don't get rid of that tree. I love that tree. Okay, that's perfect. That's a good spot. And then once we get that built up, I can order another ox. Yeah, we got lots of people working on that. Should have it up and ready. Let's order an ox, and we are ready. Lots of planks. Man, they are efficient. Usually that takes forever. You know what's nice about, like, kind of being forced to build in a really tight area? It's kind of nice. Like, honestly, it forces you to really plan your town and then get everything kind of like, this is perfect. It's right next to our logging camp. Exactly where it should be. And we're having a ton of people move in, which is nice. We already have a bunch of planks. We could probably stop getting those. We need to find a spot for a church. In fact, church might look perfect up here too. Let's maybe have it down here instead. Oh, right here? That's a perfect spot. Maybe right on the edge there. I actually kind of like that. I'd maybe like to face it. Let's not snap to the road. Let's build this maybe right on. Yeah, I kind of like that. But let's just build it kind of right Just like that, I think might be fine. We'll get rid of that tree. I think that'll be just fine. It's kind of in a little gully. But then that forces a little path to kind of bridge across here. I think that is definitely needed. And then we can just leave this open for whatever. Maybe just some extra space for the kids to play. Yeah, like that. Then that kind of brings this back into the town. It kind of morphs it into the town with our church. Oh my gosh, they're literally almost done. This is the most efficient people I've ever had. Well, I guess we do have 7 unassigned people. Or families. How did we... I thought we... Oh, I guess we took them off when the generic storage was full. So let's get them back on there. Let's get another one on there. And where is our woodcutter's lodge? Let's max that out as well. We do need to be a little bit mindful of our tools. So now that we have some planks, I might actually get a mining pit for iron. So where the heck is that? It's over here, it looks like. So this is quite interesting. Let's maybe just build it right on there. We're gonna have some beefy thighs kind of going across here. So let's just take this. I mean, where's our town? Way the heck up here. Let's follow this King's Road. So this is kind of where it comes down and then starts going that way. So let's just take it up the mountain. And since it's so steep, I probably have to maybe do some of this. That's kind of what they have going on here. Because it's so steep, you can't just go straight up the mountain. Well, let's just go right to there. That's perfect. We can get that built up. Let's go highest priority. And then, now that we still have some tools, I'd like to get a blueberry before we forget it. Because it actually requires tools. That's the only reason I want to get it now. Just so we don't run out. Yeah, this is actually what's nice about this area. We can get a few things in here. So yeah, for our bloomery, honestly, we can maybe even have it in this area. Let's build a little area for some kind of trade buildings. I think that might be kind of nice. So let's do maybe... I mean, where would be a good spot? So obviously a bloomery, it's coming into town. We have our storehouse and everything right here. Let's maybe just put this maybe right back here. And then what I'd like to do is obviously I can just take a path, maybe just right off of here, get going to there. And then I'm going to take this right back to our King's Road. And just have a nice little path going that way. And then I could also continue this on going this way and then back to there. Love to have lots of little paths kind of connecting everything. It makes everything just a lot more efficient. Let's do that. And then I could also build some more stuff around here. That's perfect. We got our bloomery coming up. What else do we want to do? You know what I might do actually? I probably want some stone. And yes, that is way the heck over here. So let's get that ready to go. And honestly, it's kind of a one-time thing. You build it and then you send 4 families to collect all of it, and then you don't really have to worry about it again. Yeah, what's the most efficient? I guess I could just take this back. Let's take this back to here. And then maybe connect right to about there. That's probably the most efficient. And then they can kind of stay on the same path. Let's build that highest priority. We actually have quite a few families available here. That's quite rare to see. But as far... Oh my gosh, we already have 20. That's crazy. Okay, so we could take a couple of these bandit camps if I wanted. Got to be a little bit careful. These guys are pretty close together. So they might come at us at the same time. But I definitely want to get some of this stuff going. I could probably only take 2 at once. How close are these? Yeah, my town's right here. This would be the easiest one to go to, and I'd actually have the high ground. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's take them off of running. And let's start going towards them. And see if we can kind of inch our way closer here. Okay, they're inching their way a little bit closer here. I don't want to get too close. So as soon as they start, go a little bit closer. As soon as they start coming for us, we need to hang back a little bit more. Come on, a little bit closer. Oh my gosh. Okay, here comes both of them. Oh, this is not good. Okay. Oh my gosh. I might have to like run away or something. What do I do? Okay, let's just beat these guys. Oh, this is not good. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Yeah, they're in the trees too. Okay, let's just stay here. Okay, that's perfect. These guys are coming out. In fact, I might even lead them towards them, but we had another army come out. Let's see. Let's pause actually really quick here. Let's pause. Well, this is important. So we had these guys come out. I might even lead them to them. To be honest, let's actually do that. If I can lead them to their little town, they might just burn their town to the ground instead of mine. So let's do that. Let's maybe they might start attacking. Let's just run, just so we get a little bit of distance. Yeah, here they come. In fact, they might even help us fight this fight here. Let's go all the way up here. Okay, let's set up right here. Here they come. So this could be an interesting little fight. Hopefully they help us here. And in fact, if I could maybe get them to attack first, I could kind of flank around. But I kind of lost them now. Let's get a little bit higher. So here they come. And in fact, we have some... Are those some of our guys? Yeah, no. That's our spearmen. No. Of course that would happen. So let's charge in. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we need to help these guys. We're losing guys already. Let's push forward. There's only one unit here. I don't know where the second one is. Let's see if we can kind of see anything. No, we can only see these guys. This really sucks. We're gonna lose a lot of unnecessary guys here. We gotta beat them. It looks like we are. So if we can at least beat them, we might be able to dodge the other one and then maybe swoop in and take these. We definitely need to make sure we at least get money out of this. But we might as well see the fight. Let's zoom in here. We're basically on a cliff face. Look how steep this is. At least we have the high ground, so that's kind of nice. Oh man. Okay. I think we should have beat them. So I don't know where their retinue unit is. We have, yeah, these guys are coming in. In fact, they're actually fighting them. So while they're fighting them, honestly, if I can take these guys out. Okay, that's perfect. Let's run in quick and I'm going to take these. Otherwise, I might not get another chance. So let's zoom in quick. Fast as we can. They're attacking us now. Oh, this is not good. Actually, let's maybe walk. They have 15 guys. Let's make sure we at least get these. Let's send that to our treasury. And then let's go take this one. Another bandit campsite. Let's go. Come on, as fast as you can. Fast as you can. And let's send that to our treasury as well. And now if we can, let's maybe get in the open here. I think we have some guys trailing. Yeah, we got this guy. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. Yeah, there's only 15. And of course, most of our speed militia are way over here somehow. So let's maybe meet in the middle here.
Stand and fight. Advance.
Fast as you can. Let's see if we can maybe run back this way and regroup. Yeah, let's regroup. And then if we can form... Oh my gosh. Okay, form the shield wall here maybe. And then we can push. Shield wall should help us. Oh, 48%. Honestly, we might even lose this. Let's see. Okay, we got 2 spearmen over here. This guy's doing absolutely nothing. Come on, get in there. Don't be a shy. Don't be a coward. This guy's fighting. Both these guys are cowards. What the heck is happening here? But we are killing some of them, which is good. Look at this. Look at the snow on their cloaks. Oh, that guy took a big hit. Okay, we're actually absolutely slaughtering these guys, so that's good news. At least we at least got the treasury, or the money of the treasury out of that, so that's good. Let's get these guys back. And yeah, I thought that was a bandit camp. Let's get these guys back. I feel like we did pretty good. We took out 2 units and their retinue, I mean, RIP, rest in peace. But he definitely helped us out. Where did that other bandit camp go? Okay, there's 2 over here, 2 over here now. So I'm gonna get these guys back to camp quickly as we can, and then if I can, I'm also gonna get some, so what's this one? GS, let's see if we can, I can't really pronounce them, so I just go by the first letter. This one, I can get these guys, so let's get them. They are perfect for the job. So yep, they already came out. These guys are gonna attack us. Let's get set up as quickly as we can. And let's just absolutely swamp these guys. We don't really need to set up a shield wall or anything. Well, let's get a nice little charge here. And they only cost 50, which is absolutely amazing, and we should get a lot of money out of it, so that'll definitely be worth it. Got lots of guys now. Should be able to take those guys out. In fact, I can maybe even branch out and take these. Okay, these guys are actually coming at us, so let's get these guys over here quickly as we can. Get ready to defend. Come on, man. Let's do this. And then a shield wall would be nice. Oh, they're facing the wrong way. Men, please. Please. Okay, just attack them. Doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh. Facing the wrong way. So there we go. Should be able to take those guys out now. Bob's your uncle. That's perfect. Okay, let's take this unit. Go take that. Now let's actually run. Because I'd like to run over and take the other bandit camps as well. Yeah, let's take them. This one I'm going to actually send to our nearest town. We can get a little bit of money, so that's nice. 144. That's perfect. And then let's get these guys back to work. And then these guys, I can start marching this way. They're nice and close together. So that's at least nice. So let's start running this one. Let's do treasury. And then we can group these guys up. Let's go take out these now. That's perfect. And we still have 24 days with them, so we should be able to get some good money out of that. Oh, pop-up. Cold. People are very, very cold. We're going through this town, so it's nice to kind of see them build up. They got a church. They got a couple other little things going in here. So that's looking good. Should we lead these guys to that town and let them burn it to the ground? No, we're not that mean. Let's go take those guys out. And then these guys, let's go for that one. Might as well spread out here. There we go. Already took them out. Perfect. Let's get going that way. This one I might send to our treasury as well. And then this one I might do regional wealth. Yeah, here they come. Let's take these guys out.
Pick up the pace.
They're actually going for them, so I might as well take these guys to go get that. That's perfect. And we're getting lots of influence from that as well, so that's kind of nice. Let's send that to our nearest town. And then I think that is all of them. There's no other bandit camps left to claim. We managed to get them all, which is amazing. Not even the, I thought for sure these guys would come out and try and take them, but we got absolutely all of it. So we got 543 in our treasury now, 456 in our regional wealth. We're kind of set up perfectly, or as good as you can be. We got lots of planks. Our church is almost done. And then what else can we do here? Yeah, we just basically need our church. And then I think we can even upgrade to some houses here. But our bloomery is going to be ready to go. And then, I don't know, do I want to get a smithy? I could get a smithy, or I could just get a blacksmith, because I'm going to need to make weapons anyway. So let's maybe wait until our church is done. And then we can start making some weapons. Okay, mining pit is done. Let's get some people on there. I don't know which one's done. Where the heck are we? So this one's ready to go. Let's get maybe 2 workers on there. And then I think this is also almost done. Let's actually maybe get 4 over here, since we have the workers available. Okay, that's awesome. And now that we have the planks, we can go ahead and get that. Actually, somehow we have 630. And our church is also done. So let's maybe decide where we want our blacksmith to go. So this is kind of our little marketplace area. That's perfect. Let's maybe upgrade our hitching posts as well. In fact, I might even get another one in here if I can. Let's maybe just, yeah, I don't know. Snap to road. I could put it in here. Yeah, let's maybe just put it right there. Okay, I like these ones. They're pretty small and they're perfect for a little blacksmith. This one is maybe too big. I'd like to maybe get like a vegetable garden in there. Where could we get? I could get some houses right here. And those would be perfect for a little blacksmith, actually. That would kind of be perfect. So let's just get a nice big area in here. Let's actually maybe go right to there. And then in here, as long as we have the backyard extensions, which we don't quite have. I don't know. Let's just make this simple. We have these two here. I'm going to make them, I mean, they're already kind of set up. Let's upgrade those. And we need a little bit more planks, of course. And then this can be our blacksmith and joiner's workshop. Keep it nice and simple. Doesn't have to be too complicated. I'd like to keep all this area free for like, I mean, lots of more industry buildings might be kind of nice. But as far as this, that's doing pretty good. We're gonna go get lots of iron. And did it say we are done our... No, it didn't actually build that quite yet. Look at this. I feel like this is looking pretty good. Got a nice little town so far. Nice little picket fences going through here. That's perfect. And in hindsight, I probably would have built them both facing towards this little road, but I think it's fine. It's definitely fine. What else do I want to do? I could probably get some more houses in here. We're taking out a lot of these trees. Let's maybe take out this area. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. Let's just do that. See how that looks. As far as firewood, we have lots of it. We got 12 months worth. And I think we even... I am so confused where everything is. So woodcutter's lodge. Let's just keep one worker on there. We got one on there. That is going to start growing pretty soon as we crest into spring. You know what we could do? Let's maybe start building our farm. If we get a farmhouse here, let's see. Let's go to barley. And I guess our farmhouse could maybe even be like up here. Maybe even down here. Oh, can we put it in here actually? No, it doesn't look like we can. And not very much fertility up here either. So let's maybe get this. Oh, I don't know, because I still want my castle to go here. Where could I put our farmhouse? Okay, I can actually get my farmhouse right up here. It's going to uproot a bunch of trees, but that is fine. I feel like that's decent. It's quite far away. But I mean, the only other place to really put it is way up here. And most of my farming is probably going to be up this little hill. So I think that's as good as we can really do. And then as far as farms, obviously, let's see here. So rye, barley, fertility. I guess the best kind of, yeah, we'll probably have to do, let's just get a path. It doesn't really matter where it goes. Let's just take this right off of here. And kind of get going out. Let's see. Let's back off a little bit. Let's go out like this. And then kind of angle this. Kind of just like this. And then once we get to the top, and then we can start get going up like that. That's probably as good as we can really do it. That's quite steep to begin with. And right here, we'll kind of have to do a little path kind of going that way. But I think that should work. And then we can get some fields in here. So obviously let's go with our barley. Let's go. Actually, we got really good fertility everywhere. We could get a field. Oh, how do we want this to look? Let's maybe just have just like this. Maybe just like a field there maybe. And then I could get one kind of at the top here as well. I get one there, and then over here I could also get some. Let's go here. Maybe kind of like
to finish this building. It's been most embarrassing to run out halfway through.
a field there maybe, and then we're kind of doing our best here, I guess. And then over here, let's just going right to here, and then we can take this all the way to there. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we could also have
fresh meat. Get your fresh meat here.
maybe a field this way.
Come on. Feast your eyes on our fine selection.
Kind of just like that. I don't know, we're just piecing this together. It's kind of a weird little area for this. And let's just maybe get a field there as well. I feel like that's plenty. We're going to build that up, and then we should have quite a bit of people to be able to throw in there. But I'd like to build some more houses if we could. So I could maybe even chop down this area. What do we think? So we have our woodcutters lodge here. I might actually get them to chop this area. Literally right, maybe even a little bit smaller. Like right in there, if I can. And then these, I also could do the same thing. Let's get that area kind of taken care of as quickly as possible. Okay, there we go. Our bloomery is ready to go. We're actually getting a little bit of iron already. So we can get somebody on there. We're upgrading these houses, which is great. We're still missing planks. Which I guess, yeah, let's maybe get a couple more oxen. We're building that stuff, which is good. There, we can get another ox. And I guess we'll need a spot for a trading post. So maybe right in here might be kind of perfect. Nice and tight, that's actually perfect. We can get a couple of things in here. Maybe even another one over here eventually. We get our well. Do we have our stone thing done yet? Where is that? It's way over here. Still not quite yet done. Everything's been delivered actually, so hopefully they can get that done. New message, we have some raiders coming at us. So they're gonna come in 365 days. Let's go ahead and track their movement. I don't think it should be too big of a deal, but you never know. And this is starting to grow as well. Let's get a family on our forager hut. And then we can't quite upgrade any of these houses. This one's ready to go. But we're going to need some planks before we go ahead and do that. Can we please get some planks? That would be nice. But I feel like this is going to be a cool little town. I'm excited for this. And I got our church in there. You know what? I might actually flip these houses around. Is that insane? I feel like that's insane. I'm going to demolish these and flip them around. I kind of want them to face in like this, and then their backyards can go in here. I think that makes a little bit more sense. And then we can collect all of that stuff. I definitely don't mind that. And then these should be ready to go. Still can't quite do that. I'm going to permanently assign an ox here. It was very efficient. Until it wasn't. And now it's not. We have our stables in here. I can maybe order another one when the time comes in about 5 days. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to build here. Should be getting some planks now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff there. So he's gonna go chop all that. We're finally going to get some planks. And then we can start upgrading some more houses here. So let's do that. I think we should be able to get that when the time comes. We'll get a little bit more planks. Come on, there we go. We can get a blacksmith. And then we can get a joiner's workshop there too. Okay, I think we're getting, or should be getting quite a bit of planks. We have so much timber. What the heck? How are they doing with chopping these trees down? Looks like they've already kind of cleared it out nicely. So I like that. In fact, we've already kind of... Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, this King's Road kind of going... I didn't even see that. That's kind of funny. So we could even take that right to the King's Road even. But there we go. We even got another upgrade. And we're missing some houses. So let's maybe get those built up as soon as we can. In fact, we could probably do that right now. So if we go right to the King's Road, maybe even just right to like there. No, I guess we could go right to the King's Road. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we can go all the way to here. Is that too steep? Don't tell me. Too steep. What part is too steep? Is this all? Oh yeah, there's a giant cliff face right here, so let's go right to there instead. Right to about there. And then we could maybe do... Yeah, let's just kind of do that. I think that should be fine. We can get some houses in there. I think that looks amazing. And we can have some trees in the backyard. In fact, I might keep those trees. So let's go to our hunting, or our, where the heck is that? Woodcutter camp. And let's start taking out these trees again. Start chopping those, and then I don't know where I want these guys to chop trees, but I guess you can just do this area. Just kind of chop that whole area. That should be fine. And we're slowly collecting all that stuff, which is good. We do have a family available. Is this done yet? Where is our stone? So our stone cutter, okay, that is ready to go now. And let's take a couple of workers off of there. And I just want as many on here as I can. This is very far away to have a lot of family, so if I can collect all that the fastest possible, that would be ideal. We already have lots of iron, or got lots of iron. And I think these should even be ready. So blacksmith, let's make some tools to start. And then this thing's ready to go as well. Let's get them making some shields. Maybe even set that to highest priority. Just we build that up. This is looking absolutely amazing, actually. This might end up being one of my favorite builds. Hopefully we can clear out that stuff. I'm gonna order another ox. And we are completely out of families available now. But hopefully we can build that. Where else could we? Got two on there. Let's just have one maybe. One available for building. Okay, I might as well get a head start on large shields. And we can make some tools. That should be perfect. Okay, that's great. We got one more supplies left to get here. Come on. Are we still getting lots of planks? Yeah, it looks like we are. Might as well get a couple more. Yeah, look at that rebel stone start climbing. That's perfect. And now that we've freed up all of this area, I can get this where I intended it to go. Oh, that's a little bit weird. Let's go this way, and then I can... Let's just kind of... I don't know. Why is that so weird? There, now let's try this. I kind of moved that for whatever reason. That's a little stinker. Okay, let's just do this. Doesn't have to be too special. There, now our backyards are facing back there. I think that'll be a little bit better for us. We should have quite a bit of shields already. Maybe a little bit of them. Got some tools. Everything is in full force. I'd like to get a couple more workers on our... Yeah, supply is getting a little bit full. Let's maybe upgrade these. Granary and storehouse. Begin to upgrade some of that stuff. And oh, is this ready to go? Looks like it is. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. And then let's actually set our fields. So all of this is really good barley fertility. I'd love to get as much of that as we can. Let's get some barley there as well. just basically as much as we can. We should be able to get lots of food everywhere else. So I'm not really worried about that. And I could also get a couple of fields up here as well, couldn't I? Could I? Should I? Let's take this a little bit further. And maybe I can kind of just get it going up like this and into this area. Might be nice. Then I can get some fields kind of along here on either side. So over here, I can get... I'll probably leave this area completely open for all of our castles. So let's just get a couple of big fields over here. Kind of just like that. And throughout here, I could even get a couple. Maybe just like that. And then into here as well. And then over here, I can get all of our rye. And maybe even a little bit of wheat for some variety. Okay, that's good. We got all that set, so we should be able to get a lot of barley. And in fact, we might do a little bit more barley. So we have 5. Yeah, that should be awesome, actually. That'll be perfect. We're already going to get a bunch of stuff, so I'm excited for that. And of course, all of the water is going to drain this way, but it said it was fertile, so I don't really know what that means. We'll set that to highest priority. And then we probably need to build a couple more houses here. Is there any backyard extensions or side plots we can get? I think a couple of them we might be able to get. Like this one. I could even get a house in here. But let's just take a path. Maybe through out here. Maybe just going through there, and then I could get a house in here if I wanted. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Let's open up a little bit of a space through here. And then I could get a house right on the edge here. Going right to there. Oh, I think that's going to be too steep, or plot too small. Yeah, it's too steep as well. Well, that's fine. Let's just leave that. Where else could I get some houses? This is crazy. Can't get any. Maybe up here, actually. I could probably build a couple over here. And in fact, I think that's what I intended. So let's build a few houses this way. Yeah, it looks like we can. Let's maybe do this. Then we can get a lot of side plots. That's perfect. That looks really good. That'll give us lots of new houses. And yeah, we should be getting lots of stone coming in. Got a decent amount of planks and some tools. So that's good. I'd love to get some more people moving in if I can. Let's maybe wait till we get about 20 tools and then we can start making some spears. Oh, we also have a bunch of pelts. Okay, let's maybe get somebody on our trading post. Let's order a horse. And maybe even get another hitching post in here. Yeah, let's kind of do that. And let's upgrade our well as well. Okay, that's good. We're building all that stuff up. That's exciting. And our storehouse, our granary, let's make sure that's all on highest priority. Just so we can really make sure we get that done. Okay, you know what we could do? We could take a region or two. Do you want to maybe do that? We could take one of these. Nobody's burnt them to the ground. Let's see how these guys are doing, actually. So they have, sorry for the quick jittery zoom in there. Oh, got another cliffside farm. That's always great. See, tell me why they can build that and I can't. You tell me. The other one was too steep, are you kidding me? Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Actually, this looks basically exactly like the one I had. Also, that is a very deep fishing pond. It's looking pretty good. I feel like that's nice. Let's check out the other one really quick. They are over here. This is more of like a straight traditional little village. I feel like it looks pretty good. It's definitely nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Which one of these would I like to take? I mean, which one is more likely to be rich? I could probably even let them do a little bit more, but if you take this over, you literally take over everything that they have. And in fact, I kind of like to take it before the enemy can get to it. I feel like that'd be nice, but let's take a look at this. So these guys have rich berries, rich wild animals, clay, salt, and I think probably, yeah, they must have had stone, but I think they probably collected all that. Yeah, I think it was probably right there. So they might be pretty rich, actually. These guys have rich fish, stone, and iron. Mushrooms, that sucks. I don't even want to take this. That's pitiful. They literally, are you telling me they have a stone cutting camp way over here? That's insane. But ore building in this one might be nice as well. But as you guys know, if you try and take the last region of the enemy, they are not happy. And they'll probably end up sending like 14 units at you. It's basically impossible. I'd love to take this one. I think I'm going to take this one though. This might be a good one for us to take. So let's go ahead and do that. We have 2.1 thousand influence. Let's go ahead and claim that. So I guess what we could do is split up our own guys. Let's maybe send 7. The reason I'm only sending 7 is because they don't actually... The AI in the game isn't actually prepped and ready for battles. It might send like 5 retinue at us, but you basically just need to get in the zone of where the battle is, and then you kind of just win and take it over. That's basically where the game is right now, unfortunately. So our battlefield is right here. We just need to get right there. Enemies declared. New message. Lots of money they're trying to pay us off with. Let's just end that. The reason I'm doing that again, it's glitched. But let's do that. We're back at 160 influence. We got a decent amount in our treasury. And we don't have any raiders coming for quite a while here still. But if we can at least get in there, see, now we're winning. And now we basically just wait 82 days and then the region becomes ours. So that's awesome. I'm excited for that. And we have all of this kind of ready to go. So do we have any people available to do that? I don't think we really do. Everybody's kind of building some stuff still. We got 4 oxen and I also need to get somebody on here. Okay, actually, we already have a bunch of stone. And we've kind of cleared out a lot of this. In fact, there's only 9 left. Let's empty that raid out. So let's just get 1 back on there. Maybe 1 on there. And then I can get a couple of workers available to build some stuff. And then I'd love to get our farm going. I feel like that might be a good idea.
We all know.
Okay, now that we have a decent amount of money... Oh, enemy unit spotted. Whoa. Hang on. Am I being attacked? Oh, that might have been these guys, actually. Where the heck? Am I being attacked? Yeah, let's actually see where that came from. I think it'll actually tell us. Oh, okay. So they actually got their retinue unit out. I don't know if they're going to attack us with them. In fact, they might. Looks like I can actually fight them. I don't want to lose this battle. I'm currently losing, actually. Shoot. Okay, I might have to go fight those guys. I'm going to get these guys down here as well. Or... yeah, let's remove that unit, and then I'm gonna get all of these guys down here. I want to make sure I actually win this. So let's get these guys down here. Oh gosh, I have to make sure I actually win this. Currently we are losing. I don't know if they're gonna send us guys. Let's maybe form up the shield wall just in case. But yeah, they're trying to pay us off still. I still don't know. Okay, these guys are actually coming out, which is interesting. I don't know where they're going. Unless, okay, there is a bandit camp up here. In fact, I might go take that. Schwarz holes. Okay, let's completely butcher that. Battle begins. Oh my gosh, what? I can get those guys. So apparently the battle begins. Oh, they are sending some guys at me. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know where those guys are going. Let's make sure we stay in the zone here. So if we win this, I think we'll just automatically get it. But let's Let's form the line. Form the line, man. Here they come. Looks like they're coming for these guys. If they're gonna do that, I might as well. Let's form up here. Let's maybe run because I got a couple of guys up the hill still. And then I can flank them, so that's actually not bad. Let's put them on the defense. Hold ground, shield wall. And let's charge these guys. So that's actually interesting. They ended up charging at us. They just don't really have the ability to build units right now. But I mean, look at this. They did fight back, so that's something. Like, that's what we want. We should be able to beat these guys. Let's push forward with these guys. Let's see here. They got about 5 units. All I have to do is really just win this battle. This actually gets me so hyped. Like, look at, they actually fought back. Oh, we actually shield batched that guy. Okay, I think there's only maybe 2 guys left here. I don't even know if I lost anybody. Okay, we're still in the zone, so does that mean we win? I don't think they have any other guys. Victory! Okay, now we own this. That worked perfectly. That worked exactly like it should have. So let's take a look at it. Let's get these guys back first of all. Let's get them back up there. Fast as we can. And now we own this glorious, glorious little town here. Let's take a look at what we have. So we got 3 available people. 2 unassigned. We got a little bit of money, which is good. We got lots of chickens, goats, and pigs, which is nice. Bunch of horses. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty good over here. I guess what we could do is take over. So we got our logging camp here. We have already pretty much soiled that. I think that's probably going to be growing. So let's get somebody on there. Now let's kind of just get everything ready to go here. So we got 3 families on there. I might actually move this. It's actually interesting that I put it right in the center. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? I don't know. It could be a thing. Let's maybe just put it over here. Maybe even a little bit closer. Let's just put it there. I like that a little bit better. As far as our resources here, we got quite a bit of food, which is good. Lots and lots of fuel, so that's extra good. And we got a little bit of pelts. Where's our hunting camps? Right here. I feel as though that could be a little bit closer to there, so let's do that instead. And it's all about kind of just doing what we think is best. I mean, it's our new baby. This is our new town. Got a granary over there, storehouse here. We could probably get a couple more workers of that. So we got 1 there, clay furnace. That's great. This is actually rubble, so we'll need some tools. So we do actually have a little bit of money. Let's get a couple of tools here. Are we completely out of iron, or do we not have iron? I guess, no, I don't think we do. We don't have any iron over here, so we're probably gonna have to make enough money with what we have here in order to do that. But we do have this. That'll be amazing for food. Let's build up our hunting camp pronto. And we have quite a bit of oxen, which is nice. What I might do is we can upgrade a couple of houses. Look at the weird houses they built here. It's actually quite interesting. Let's get another hitching post. And that could maybe go just over here, I guess. We have our well, which is nice. We also have some stables over here. And a couple of workers. This is what they like to do, and maybe I should be doing that as well, but I don't know. They kind of automatically guide the oxen as they need them, so we don't really need to have dedicated workers to do that. Let's maybe just keep 1 on there, and we do have an upgrade. So, I mean, we have... Let's take a look at this. There is 1 upgrade that we can get. Efficient hunting grounds. No, it's, what is it? Increased capacity for foraged good items. So wild berries, that would double in capacity. Decreased agricultural efficiency. So we actually don't have any agriculture. I bet you we don't even have any fertility. And minor trades would also be good. And then let's maybe get that. Let's get that. And then we can sell stuff for a little bit more money. Does it say we're doing anything with this? We have 3 families on this, but we're not actually trading anything, which is interesting. Okay, we're exporting pelts, so that's actually good. So they kind of know what they're doing. In fact, they know what they're doing. Gotta give them more credit than that. And we're exporting firewood. That's where you went wrong, sir. Let's export charcoal instead. You can get a little bit more money out of it. So that's a major trade. Export that. Let's set this to about maybe... I usually like to do about 50, just so it gives enough for your town as well. And that should be plenty. Okay, that'll be good. On top of that, we'll also need to get a charcoal kiln. So let's just get those maybe right over here. That's probably perfect, actually. We got a nice long path going this way, and we have our manor way over here, which I don't think we actually... Let's get those guys back to work. Now let's actually merge them together now. We need to get a manor in our other region. But I mean, as far as this, like, we got lots of people available. We could probably build a couple more houses, maybe. Let's really max that out, and we need to get some more tools. So yeah, like I said, we need to get some tools. We need to decide if we want to just import tools, or do we want to import iron. Maybe just like 10, and it's only a minor trade, so I think we could get away with that. Let's do that. And obviously we'll need a tool to get this. Actually, not enough goods. Do we not have any tools? We are fresh out of tools, so we'll have to get some. Let's just import maybe like 5 to start. And then we can get some of that stuff built up, but that's good. Let's maybe upgrade a couple of these houses. Maybe like this one. And maybe that one doesn't have anything. This one does. So let's upgrade those, then we can make some weapons out of all that. Okay, that's not too bad. Might as well get even more workers on there. And then I guess we could maybe storehouse. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. We're getting a little bit of hides, so I don't know if we have a tannery, but we'll probably need one in the future. This is ready to go, so let's do that. Maybe set it to about 16. Might be fine. We can start getting tons of pelts with that. And I am quite happy with that. Actually, let's wait until this is built up. And then we can get some people on our logging camp, and I think that's probably good. We also need some tools to rebuild that. But yeah, that'll come in due time. Looks like it caved in on them. And these are almost ready to go, and we'll also need some tools for that. Let's maybe get a joiner's workshop. We have another upgrade. Do we have any tools yet? This is almost ready to go, and I think that's next. Of course, we'll need a tool to be able to build that. Ugh, hopefully they can order some in time. Do we have any horses? Yeah, looks like we do. Let's maybe free up one more family. I think 2 is enough on there. Then yeah, if they're gonna build that up, I think that should be plenty. We'll stockpile. Actually, this is a perfect spot to put some people when they're working. So let's get those built up, and then I'll load those up really quick. Let's quickly check our other town here. Okay, back over here, we have some rich berry deposit. So let's maybe even get another family in there. We actually have quite a bit of people available now. So a lot has happened in the last little bit. I still can't ever find our market. So let's upgrade that. Let's get a couple more workers on there. I think that'll help with that capacity. And now we need to get somebody on here if we can. Oh, wait, never mind. We were on the wrong region. So let's maybe take a storehouse worker back and allow us some stuff to build. I want to get our farm going. So the sooner we can get some stuff built, the better. I mean, we have enough space for people to live. I just need to start selling some stuff. Like, we got lots of pelts to be able to sell. Lots of tools. Actually, they're kind of struggling for making tools, aren't they? What the heck are these guys doing? Might have to actually get a tool maker. Yeah, we're kind of building all this stuff. I gotta free somebody up. How many people do we have available on a lot of these things? Like, all these pretty much need to be here. Like, our bloomery needs to be there, woodcutter's lodge. I guess all of these don't need to be full. And then our stone cutter camp down there I can free up. That frees up a little bit of people, so then we can at least get 2 workers on here. And then max it out with oxes. Okay, I think that's fine. And that still gives us lots of oxen, which is great. So let's maybe upgrade this and buy another ox. And I think I could probably get another horse on that eventually. Yeah, let's just get a nice stockpile of things. We got a little bit of firewood, which is nice. And then we can kind of start selling stuff once we really start racking in the money. Or the resources, sorry. Yeah, this is good. That's nice and full. We got 2 families on there. And then we can start our farm. So that's perfect. I'm very curious to see how they're going to tackle this. But, I mean, the oxes are definitely going to help with that. So that'll be awesome. And yeah, we still like barely, and I kind of had a glitch. Are these fields just not big enough? Like I can barely get anything out of that, but let's just kind of see. Let's give it some time, let it grow. Hopefully some more people move in. Let's check back over here. So I think this should have been maybe built. We're waiting on a little bit of tools still. This is set to highest priority, so we just need to get that tool over there. There we go. And now we can build that up. Okay, there we go. Let's get 3 workers on there. And then I think, yeah, that's pretty empty already. Yeah, this could be our money-making region. Lots of houses over here. In fact, let's maybe build a couple more over here just to make this look a little bit less weird. Okay, we're back, and now we can do this. You kind of just got to restart your game sometimes. Now we should be able to get some houses to here. In fact, let's maybe go along maybe just this path, and then we can get some houses. Oh, we got no timber. Shoot. Okay, let's take a family off of our saw pit. Yeah, that's right. We didn't have anybody on here. And then these are also ready to go, so I might as well get those ready. Start getting a bunch of charcoal. That'll be nice. Okay, everything else is nice and strong over here. Do we have any weapons? Okay, we have a bunch of small shields, which is interesting, to say the least. These are ready to go now. We actually have some tools finally, so let's get our blacksmith. And then over here we have our joiner's workshop. That's perfect. Let's start making... Oh, that's where we got the shields from. Let's make... Actually... Okay, what's interesting with this? These are great. You kind of save on planks, but we have more planks than we have. Like, I can kind of show you. Once we start making sidearms, you need 2 iron ore, or 2 iron slabs, to make 1 sidearm, rather than spears or just 1 slab. So I think, I just like getting spearmen. And then they can help defend a little bit better. So yeah, let's make some large shields instead. I like that a little bit better. Looks like we still have our pigs here, which is nice. Okay, that's almost ready to go. And now that we have that, now we can maybe make some tools as we start getting some iron ore coming in. And then we'll also need a bloomery, which I don't know if we got one of those. Clay furnace, forger hut. I don't think we did get a bloomery. We were going to. Let's go ahead and get that. That's next on our list. And we are cresting into September here. 1 trading post, I think that's fine. Yeah, they actually have a nice start here. They've done quite well. So if they were able to build up an army, they probably would have absolutely destroyed us. Yeah, that's good. We're going to make some tools, and that'll be great. We're getting a lot of timber. That's perfect. That's maybe a permanent sign an ox as well. Okay, they're going to start making some weapons for us. And then we can get more of an army over there. Over here is where things get a little bit more interesting. So I think we might even have some families available. Let's make sure we get all of this done. I think they're still working on all of that. But I think all of these fields are done, which is nice. Yeah, they're still seeding a little bit. I think they should be able to get that done. Let's get as many families on there as possible. Actually, maybe even 1 more, because I think we don't have anything to build, so let's make sure we get all of that done. There we go. Those are the numbers I was looking for. Now that they've kind of grown, so 5831, like look at this. We're gonna get so much. And in fact, we will also need to get a windmill. So this we could probably have maybe at the top of the hill here. Where do we want to get this? Even up here? I mean, that's probably quite steep. This is probably our best bet. If we just have this like right, I mean, that's 93% versus 92. Let's just get that right there. I think that's perfect. And then we could probably start getting our manor house, couldn't we? Let's go ahead and build that. It says we need a stone, but we have enough here. Let's get our manor house. Maybe just kind of up through here might be kind of nice. I'd like to keep those shrines. I'll probably keep them on the outside of the castle. Let's maybe put this... I'd like to get a garrison tower in here, so let's get this maybe kind of tucked into the trees there. And I am just going to go ahead and build this up right away. I'm going to build this kind of going this way, leading into there, and then I can kind of build my castle around that. Let's go ahead and commit that right away. Set that to highest priority so we can get that done. I'd like to start taxing my people to get more in our treasury if we can. Yeah, this is awesome. We're getting all these fields done. Our poor oxen. Oh, just trudging through mud and dirt up this super steep hill. Poor guys. I mean, you can't feel too bad for them. They're getting paid well in food. Yeah, we're completely out of people here. I think we should be able to get all that done. Potentially. Yeah, they're kind of seeding. October, November. Yeah, they should be able to finish. They should be able to finish. Can I upgrade any of these houses? You know what I could do? I think we have quite a bit of planks. We only have a 16. What the heck are these guys even doing? Oh, I'm making shields. That's why.
Don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
That is why. Okay, we got 12 tools. Let's set our blacksmith to make some spears instead. We probably have enough shields. So I guess I can maybe pause this for a little bit. Let's go ahead and pause that. There we go. Now we're making quite a bit of more planks. And we're hacking down a bunch of trees over here, which is perfect. Exactly what you want to see. Let's maybe go a little bit wider here. I want to keep some of those trees. Let's maybe go down into there. Winter is definitely coming, and we got a very freezing cold rain on this fall day. Okay, now that we have some more planks, I want to get some vegetable gardens. So let's get some of those. Let's get lots of vegetables and lots of these bigger plots. I'd like to maybe have, like these ones are perfect for that. Let's do some trees for apples or pears. You can also get quinces. Let's go ahead and do that. These ones are quite small. I'll maybe save those. This is a nice size. All these are pretty good. Let's maybe switch it up a little bit. Get some quinces over here. Let's get some chickens. And then these are pretty big as well. Okay, that's awesome. A couple of vegetable gardens over here. An apiary would be perfect, kind of in the trees over there. I think that'd be awesome. Just enough to cause havoc for our farmers with the bees swarming in. But yeah, the reason I'm choosing apples is they have to grow throughout the years, and I kind of want to get them growing as fast as we can. Let's maybe get an animal pen there. These are already been called for. And then these, I guess, since we have the planks, let's go ahead and get some animal pens. Love to get some goats. Okay, that's pretty good. We got lots of iron ore, tons and tons of pelts. I really need to get somebody on here. Maybe start selling those. Let's get another horse. And in fact, I think I should have enough room. Got a small stable there. And then I'd like to get another one over here as well. Or maybe even take a little road up here. Just like that. And then I could get some more stables in here. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, all of that is being built. We currently says we're like homeless. Yeah, no burgage plots available. Did we get all of this done? Yes, we did. That's gonna be incredible for us. Gonna get that built up. I guess since these guys have nothing else to do, yeah, they're just transporting. Let's free all of them up. And now we can get them doing other things. So, we're probably gonna need a communal oven. So this we could maybe get... Oh, see, I saved all this space. I could probably get this maybe back here, actually. What's this, Woodcutter's Lodge? Is there a closer spot I can get one of these? Maybe even like right there? I don't know. Or actually right here might be fine. Let's get a couple of these. Let's get one there. If I can, maybe right there. No, I don't think I can. That's unfortunate, but I think one should be fine. Maybe one more. If we can fit it somewhere. Yeah, I can maybe put it here. But yeah, I think we're out of planks, so let's get that right there. And then we can have two little locations. Gotta spread out the good smells. See, if you're gonna have like a tannery right here, you gotta put a bread maker there to kind of even out the smells. I wonder if that'll actually be a thing with the smell hazards. But yeah, that's good. That gives us quite a bit of people. That is shrinking. Let's just keep one on there, just to make sure we have somebody on there. And now we could start selling some stuff. So let's start with some pelts. Let's just set that to 0. I want to sell all of them. And since it's the minor trade, and with our upgrade, we actually got, what is it? Cheaper animal imports. And, oh no, I think we got the wrong one. That was in the other region. But it was more export prices on your minor goods. So yeah, let's go with that. We can start exporting all of those. And is there anything else we could get? Yeah, we're making a little bit more spears. We're getting a little bit of firewood. I'd love to get a charcoal kiln. And if I could fit that somewhere, maybe even just down here. Looks like I can kind of put it. So let's actually get these right down here. I think I can only get one of them. One's all we need. Our firewood's down here. I think that should be fine. Where else could I get some workers? Let's maybe focus more on that stuff. So let's get a couple more workers on there. And then maybe one more in our storehouse. Sounds perfect to me. I like that. We're in November now. All of this is going to kind of grow over the winter, which I don't really know how that works, but it does in this game. How are we doing over here? So we could probably even use a couple more houses. We're completely out of timber, which I find interesting. I'm not sure how that's possible. How is that possible? That's kind of ridiculous. What are these guys doing? Are they, they're all waiting. What are they, waiting for? Okay, let's just set them to chop all of these trees. And then these guys can do the same. Maybe in that area. I don't know. Let's see if that works. Waiting, harvesting. Yeah, I don't know why they're not getting stuff done. That's interesting. We do have tools, which is nice. So I could probably start producing some spears. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, that's good. It's just nice to have another region that we can kind of call home. Yeah, we could upgrade some of these. I think all of them are pretty good though. Okay, that's good. Making a little bit of money. That's perfect. I'd love to take another region, but we don't have the influence to be able to do that. We'll just have to wait a little bit longer. And then I'm sure that time will come. Yeah, I think a lot of these are ready to go, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna get as many apples as I can. Let's do some cabbages, some carrots, maybe some pears in some of these spots. Trader. Why do I need a trader for that? I shouldn't. That's interesting. But a lot of these ready to go as well. Let's just get them kind of ready. Get some apples, carrots. And then all of these are ready to go as well. Maybe some quinces, just change it up a little bit. Got some pears, that's good. For some reason the trader isn't available, but I didn't think that should be a problem. Yeah, there we go. We got a lot of those planted. That's perfect. This will have about 4 trees, and sometimes that's all you need. But there you go. We're selling a lot of that stuff. We got tons of food, which is amazing. And lots of firewood. Okay, let's maybe... Is this almost ready to go? I guess we're kind of focusing on building the other stuff right now. We're doing that. New mercenary companies available. Our raiders are still coming in about 88 days. How are we doing as far as getting this ready to go? We've delivered a lot of stuff. We only have one family available to do all that. Which is fine, I guess. Okay, that's fine. We're in December now. So now we need to start focusing on some firewood, all of that stuff. Even though we have a lot, but I want to make sure we have plenty. Let's maybe set that to highest priority as well. We already have the stuff delivered, so we might as well at least just build it. So we have 3 families on here. And once that's built, I think we could get that going as well. Okay, we're finally building these up. Here they come. Got our charcoal kilns. Those should be ready pretty soon. Let's actually free up one more family. Maybe even 2. We actually have quite a bit of firewood right now. This is ready to go. Let's get 2 families on there. And then we can start getting a lot of charcoal. And then I'd love to even start selling it if I could. So it's a major trade. Let's export that stuff. And again, let's set this to about 50. We are going to be competing with our other region for the price on that. But I think it should be fine. We should be able to get lots out of that. I thought we had 2 horses. I guess we don't. Yeah, we're exporting that. We already have 40. So that's going pretty fast. Yeah, it says we have 2 horses. Bandit camp sighted. Do we want to go get that? I feel like we do, so they're probably going to come out and try and take a region. Which I kind of want them to do, just so I have a battle for you guys to watch. And then it's kind of a free region. I'm actually going to let them... I'm going to sacrifice this. And they're going to come out from up here. So they're going to try and take that. And usually when they're out long enough, they usually take a region. So that's good. Let's let them do that. In fact, let's free up one more worker just to do some stuff. We gotta make sure our manor house gets built here. Okay, now we can get some goats. So then we can get some hides from all that. I think a couple more of these things are ready to go. Slowly building all of it. Yeah, here they come. I don't know where they are. Oh, I think they're in the trees. They're kind of hidden right now. People are very, very cold. Yeah, here they come. So they are going to take that. Honestly, I could swoop in and take this, couldn't I? Let's just send like... Yeah, that one I can't. Let's send these guys out. Just like right there. And then if I can, I'm going to run down and take that. Because I don't think it'll change anything. They're still here. They're probably going to try and take a region no matter what, even though they're going to take the... Ooh. They might even actually try and fight us. Which is not good. Oh my gosh, they're still trying to fight us. Okay, I'll swoop around this way instead. Okay, there we go. And then let's swoop in and take that. There we go. They're going to take the influence, but we will get the money. So let's send that to our treasury. And then let's get these guys back. And they might even try and take a region here. In which case, I will definitely fight them for. Let's bundle those guys up. Get them back to work. So we got 19 to actually have quite a bit of guys. Decent amount of spirits. We're basically just missing some recruits right now. That's kind of insane. I hope they take a region. That'd be kind of nice. And then we could fight them for it. We got raiders coming in 32 days. We gotta make sure we have enough people available to fight them. Okay, another ruler army sighted, so I don't think that's more. So that's good. No more bandits. We got a lot of stuff to build here, actually. Let's make sure we do that. Over here again, I bet you we have enough stuff. We have lots of shields now. Are we struggling to make spears? Why are we struggling so bad? Okay, we're getting timber now, so I think they're actually doing something now. Maybe, unless we have another one. I don't think we do. We do have a bunch of charcoal. So let's see, we're exporting that. Why the heck are we struggling so much? We got iron ore. Oh, we didn't put anybody in this yet. That's why. Okay, let's do that. And that will solve that problem. Yeah, that's perfect. Now we can start doing that. Clay furnace, we still didn't get that done, so we can actually rebuild that once we get some planks. Let's get a little bit of planks here. Let's make sure we have enough to actually make some spears. And then let's actually form an army down here. Let's kind of get them ready to go. Oh, we have a ton of money over here. Wow, okay, let's actually tax our people over here. Let's just do a 10% land tax. And then we should get lots. See, this was the perfect region to take. It's actually quite profitable. Yeah, there we go. They actually didn't end up taking a region, which is a little bit sad. I'm wondering why they didn't. It might not have the influence yet. Yeah, we are almost in spring again. Let's make sure we have another worker on here. Looks like our manor is done. So we could kind of plan a little castle around that, couldn't we? This is also going to be ready pretty soon, so we got to make sure we have enough people for that. And now we're kind of just building a couple other things. Let's make sure all these are ready to go. Get some goats there. All of those are ready. And a lot of these need to be built still. But I think now that we're down our manor, that should be good. Okay, what I'm gonna do is we don't near have enough resources, obviously. We got a bunch of planks. In fact, maybe stop doing that. And maybe get a worker. Yeah, we're gonna build up a lot of stuff. Oh, of course we have raiders. Let's deal with them first. I guess I should have known. It literally told me they were coming. But they're coming from... looks like up here. So they're probably gonna go for our region or maybe even this one. So what I might do... how many guys is it actually? Looks like just 2 units. So we should be able to take them out. Let's get both of these out. And then I guess we could use our own men for this. Let's start going down the hill. Looks like they're coming this way. Let's just get it set up like right there. And let's make sure we're just walking. Mission complete, apparently. Let's actually form up before we do this. I want to make sure our guys are nice and formed together here before we do anything crazy. Yeah, let's start walking down the hill. Make sure we're on standard ground. And these guys are actually coming up here, so they're going to try and burn our town to the ground. They're going that way. Let's maybe stay a little bit more central. Actually, they're coming this way now. Let's just set up right here. Just like that, and then we can actually get them on shield wall. And let's kind of see if they end up coming through here. I don't see them yet. Okay, here's one. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh no. Okay, let's just attack these guys. Oh my gosh. Surprise attack. They just climbed that mountain. That's great. Rather than climb, they just morphed through it. But here we go. We are fighting nonetheless. Hopefully we can get some damage done. And in fact, let's get our retinue in on this fight. Let's get these guys in the fight quickly as we can. They are pretty close by, so they should be able to get there fast. Come on. Gotta take these guys out. So we're taking them up pretty quick. And we're gonna get some good influence from this, which is nice. Let's zoom in here. A lot of their guys aren't even fighting. They're just little cheerleaders back there. Okay, we've routed them. We're actually losing quite a bit of guys here. Fun. I don't even know if a retinue will get there, but just in case. Even if they kill one guy, that's all we need. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. Come on, men. Fight as hard as you can. You can only do your best. Okay, retinue are here, so at least... Yeah, look at this. If they kill this guy, that's all we need. Yeah, we got him routed. Okay, that's perfect. We got some good influence from that. Let's go ahead and get those guys back to work. We actually lost a couple of guys, which is a little bit sad. Let's see how many guys we lost. Where are they? Here's a spear. That's a sad little man. And one there. Alas, we will remember you. We shall remember them. I wish it showed their name when you hovered over them. Actually, does it? I don't know what those guys are doing. Okay, well that's something. These will be grown eventually. I guess definitely not quite yet. We gotta build a couple of things first. Okay, that's good. We could take a region if we wanted. Yeah, let's get back to work here. We are getting some good iron slabs. Or at least we should be. What are these guys doing? Should be working. And yeah, we have a bunch of spears. So we're basically waiting on more recruits. How the heck are we low on recruits here? These we can upgrade. And in fact, I might actually upgrade these to start getting some more regional wealth. Generating 1 regional wealth per family per month. So if we get like, yeah, level 2 houses, I'd love to start getting some money from that. I also need to get more houses though. I don't know where I can even get those. We're pretty maximized down here, aren't we? I could get some houses up here, maybe leading up to our castle. So obviously, like I said, our garrison tower, I want that to go maybe just right in this opening. Might be kind of cool. Just like right there. And then I'll kind of keep all of this stuff. Let's maybe even move it in a tiny bit. Then we can get some outer towers here. Let's get 1 outer tower. Like right. And I could probably have a smaller castle. Let's do a kind of a skinnier one maybe. Let's get maybe right there. And then we could have a castle kind of going through here. And let's limit this. Let's go like maybe just like right there. And then I could have one right over here as well. Be right outside those. Might be perfect. And now we can build our wall. So like I said, kind of get a nice round wall there. And then I'll go somewhat like that maybe. Do that and then zip on back to there and then to the rest of that. I think that should be a nice castle. Let's see, could we fix anything else? I think this could probably be a little bit more in like that. And then this also looks a little bit weird. Let's maybe move that like that, maybe. And this we can maybe do maybe just like that. How does that look? Not too bad. And now this is where the magic happens. You can upgrade these now, which is amazing. You can even upgrade your manor house. Upgrade all these, move it all into the middle. Just like this. And then we can do that, and then all of these you can upgrade, which is amazing. I haven't been able to actually defend one of these castle's walls yet. But it is very cool anyway. Like, look at this thing. Oh my gosh, that looks glorious. So now we have like a castle kind of leading up here. Oh, that just looks epic. I love that. I could probably even have another little entrance, couldn't I? But I'd love to build some houses outside here. I feel like that would be pretty cool, kind of leading up. Yeah, we can kind of see, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. We got a castle. Let's actually check this out on the cliff. Oh, that's epic. Got a nice big garrison tower in there. Very nice. And another thing we could do is maybe get a tax office. Maybe even right... What would look good? Maybe just like that. Maybe like right there. I don't know. I feel like that would look pretty good. Let's build a tax office right there. And obviously it connects right to there. You can kind of enter in through here. That kind of makes it a little bit weird. No, let's maybe move it inside here. And apparently that you can upgrade as well. Okay, I think that's fine. We'll maybe put our tax office maybe on the inside here. Maybe kind of like over here. Might be kind of cool. Maybe just right on the edge here actually might be kind of cool. That's perfect. Okay, to construct this beast you need 25 timber, a ton of stone, which we don't even actually have. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys what the castle planning looked like. Like you can build all this. Maybe even get some roads throughout here. Like obviously with these you'll need some roads. Kind of leading throughout here. Now let's get going all the way here. Then maybe build a road, and from here we can bring that to that. And then maybe even take this all the way to there and continue on throughout all of these. Like you can build some crazy stuff. Maybe even come through here. This looks kind of cool. I don't know. I just love this game. That's all I really have to say. Let's take a path, maybe go into there as well. And then it's just like, you have a castle. Look at this thing. I can't wait to be able to upgrade our tax office. Right now it's completely cosmetic, but I'd love for that to actually be useful. So that'll be interesting to see in the future. Can we maybe move that out a little bit more like that? But yeah, there you have it. I think that looks pretty good. We'll be able to build that pretty soon. Or in fact, we won't. Like I just said, we can't. But I'm excited for our fields though. That's quite exciting. So let's get somebody on there. And man, we are struggling to get some people moving in. A lot of these we're still constructing. Let's maybe set those to highest priority. If we can get some more people coming, that would be the best case scenario. Let's go ahead, get all of those built. And we have some good timber now. Let's maybe upgrade some of these houses. Then we can get some more regional wealth per month. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. We can upgrade these as well. That's perfect. And then we have enough for maybe one more. Okay, there we go. All of those are ready to go, I think. That's awesome. I could probably start getting some clay, but honestly, we have limited people as it is available to work. We only got one on there, none on there. Got some merchants coming up through here, but we could get somebody there eventually. Which is that to a shrine. But yeah, that's fine for now. I actually love our little farmhouse in here. It looks kind of cool. Okay, these guys are actually kind of low on things to be able to do. I don't think I can necessarily get any more stuff over here. Let's maybe just leave those trees. I might relocate this though. Let's relocate it where these are, because we have unlimited amounts of trees over here. I just don't know where I can put this is the only issue. I can put it right there. I cannot put it there. Okay, we can put it right there. Let's maybe do that. And then we can just take a path going to there. That is perfect. And then we have literally unlimited amounts of trees to hack down here. Actually, this would be interesting just to see this entire mountain completely bare. Can you imagine hacking all those trees down? That would be a wild sight. But we're doing pretty good with this. I don't know what they're doing. Constructing. Yeah, I guess we got to construct a lot of this stuff. So they're kind of taking care of all this. So let's get some pears, some carrots. A lot of that is kind of getting ready to go. And we're also doing a lot of level 2 houses. So kind of understandable. Let's get those guys on the field for when farm time comes. And this is also doing good. Oh man, literally everybody's constructing. I guess they're constructing their own houses. So that should help once all those get done. Okay, in the meantime, let's go check over here. How are we doing over here? So we're getting a little bit of, or at least we should be. Are we not? Oh, there we go. I don't know what happened to the other one. I think I got rid of it, but we got 16 soldiers now. We are finally making some spears. Joiner's Workshop are still making a lot of... Yeah, we have lots of planks. Let's maybe get off of there and double up our efforts on the logging camp. We have so much charcoal. That's ridiculous. Getting lots of money, more in our treasury. That is more than welcome. I love that. What else could we build over here? Like, we have enough to upgrade all of this stuff. Got plenty of planks. We'll probably need more timber though. But we should be able to get that pretty soon here. Let's actually allow them just to cut any tree down that they want. Probably a little bit more efficient. Yeah, there we go. I could get some more houses. We're getting lots of timber now. Let's maybe focus on upgrading a lot of these houses instead. We're gonna get lots of regional wealth from upgrading these. I'm excited about that. Got another upgrade here, but again, we do not have the ability to continue on. So all that's coming soon. Honestly, I can't wait for the full update. I bet you all of these will be kind of fleshed out and ready to go. I'm excited for that. Got an apiary over here. Let's check out some bees. Let's see if we can see some bees. Yeah, there we go. Got lots of little bees flying around. And we are currently in May. How are we doing? We got lots of fuel. We got lots of fuel. Tons of fuel. And in fact, to get a little bit more money, I could probably free up a couple more workers and get them on a trade post. And then let's even build a couple more houses. Like, I know I wanted to build some going this way. Let's maybe get 4 houses there, just to get a little bit more families. Okay, that's good. We're upgrading some houses. I like to see that. A couple more here. Okay, that's perfect. We're starting to get some hides, which is nice. So let's maybe get a tannery. We're completely out of timber. Of course. We can upgrade, or we can get that going again. Because actually, do we still have somebody on there? Clay furnace. Why do we still have 2 people on there? Let's free them up. And then we can get them back on our charcoal. And kind of free them up for that. Maybe one more on here. And I bet you there's people on here still. Okay, well that's fine. We got a decent amount of tools, and in fact, yeah, we're making a decent amount of spears. We got some guys there. Let's maybe make some tools really quick. Even with importing all that iron, we're getting a lot of money. So what I might do actually, let's import some more. If we could be a little bit more efficient, we might as well. It's not really costing us much. So let's go ahead, let's do that. Okay, that's great. And I could probably even upgrade all of these. Couldn't, yes I could. This is such a weird plot. Like, what the heck did they even build? You guys see that? Look at this thing. I don't even understand this. I mean, it's kind of cool, actually. It somewhat makes sense. It's interesting. Thinking outside the box. I like it, AI. I like it. So yeah, we're going to build some more houses there. I could also get a couple more going this way. I only have 1 timber, so let's hold off a little bit. Yeah, that's good. We're going to get a little bit of an army. We're getting some good soldiers over here. Let's maybe even upgrade that to 12. Let's go ahead and do that. How is this going? Game is currently paused. We are getting a lot more people moving in, which is amazing. Let's maximize that. In fact, let's maybe get 1 more family available for that. Okay, I think a lot of these we can finish up now, so that's perfect. Let's get some apples, some pears on a lot of these. And maybe some more apples. And I think that is good for all of these. We have some hides. We should be getting some hides. Got some pelts. So that's actually nice. How else can we sell or get some money? We're getting some charcoal, which is nice. I think this should be built. Oh, that's why we had so many people. Okay, let's actually get a couple more workers back for that. Then we can permanently assign an ox. And in fact, let's maybe get another ox. That second horse finally came, so that's nice. Yeah, we need to focus on building some more houses here. Bandit camp sighted. Another ruler armories. So let's actually let them take it. We have tons of money, honestly. I really want them to try and take another region, because I want to have a fight on our hands. So here they come. They are going to do that. They're going to get out going that way. Pretty much built as much as we can here. Like, I could get something in here. I don't really know. I just don't know. I can upgrade some of these. I think this one I could upgrade. Yeah. I think that should be good. Should be able to start a harvest pretty soon here. That would be excellent. I guess, yeah, I gotta let them have more fights, because then they can actually claim a region. Yeah, we'll kind of see. A lot of these I can also upgrade. We might as well do that. Let's upgrade as many as we can. That's like probably another 20 regional wealth per month. So that's actually quite good. These guys are going to go fight. Let's see. It looks like they're having a fight already. Broke them. Okay, that's perfect. So now they're trying to take a region. So they're trying to take this one, it looks like. And I have some choice words about the matter, so I am going to take some of our guys. Oh, you got to be kidding me. That's all we have available in the month of July. We're almost in the next month. Oh, that would absolutely suck if I can't take this. That would absolutely suck. So let's see what happens in August. Yeah, those guys are going to go away. Let's see here. Okay, new mercenaries available. Let's see. Come on. Okay, there we go. We can get these guys, and then we can get these guys. That should be more than enough. Let's get them here. I don't know where the battlefield's going to be, but I think that should be plenty. I could also send some of my guys if we have to, but I feel like that should be enough. They usually have one unit archers, one uses a brigands. I think this should be plenty to be able to do that. So let's get all those guys there. And I have no idea where the battlefield's going to be. Actually, it's usually on top of here. So that could be interesting. Let's actually do this. Let's see where the battlefield is. Okay, perfect. It's right here. So let's just get in this zone. And they're coming from there, it looks like. These guys are going to be a little bit late. Oh, gosh. Okay, they're trying to actually... Oh, my gosh. See, this is the problem. They're trying to give us a ton of money. I would rather have a fight and take. Oh, see, this is another one of those controversial moments. I could either take the money, have unlimited money in our treasury, and basically conquer everything. But then I'm forced to wait and get a bunch of influence. I think I'd rather have... Is there any way to get both? I want to take the region. I think I'd rather have the region. It takes absolutely forever for bandits to show up to be able to get influence. I could tithe, which I should be doing, but I mean, that takes forever as well. So let's get these guys here. Make sure they're running, and then I think we have maximum amount of time here, so I think we should be okay. Our archers should get there in good timing. And in fact, I might send down our own guys here as well, just to make sure we win. Let's just really make sure we win this. Let's just get going right there. Let's get ready here. Okay, we're getting a little bit closer here. Let's speed this up. Come on, men. I might even get these guys running. Oh, we also have those guys coming. Let's actually disband them. I don't want them to fight. Let's get these guys running down the hill. Oh gosh, might have to fight these guys by ourselves. Let's put them on standard ground, maybe hold their ground with our shield wall. And then should be able to do some damage there. Our archers are coming in, which is at least good. Let's get them in here fast as we can. And then these guys are also coming in. Let's actually form them up. Form up, men. And run down. Okay, battle should be starting any second now. I don't know what these guys are doing, so let's press forward. Move forward, man. Battle begins. Okay, so they are starting to shoot. Let's take out their archers quickly as we can. Look at that. We're getting some pop shots in. Love to see it. Yeah, let's get some shots in. They're actually guarding them with their retinue, but you can't guard them for that long. Let's wait until our spearmen get down here. It looks like they're going on the flanks. Let's run as fast as we can. And in fact, let's maybe start walking just so they're a little bit more effective. Yeah, I think we should be able to out-skirmish them. So we might be able to kind of get away with that. Let's take out their archers first of all. Come on, man. Let's watch the volley. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're getting some good shots in here. Yeah, we're taking them out. Let's advance a little bit more here. And now we got some rain coming down. I love that. Our shield wall. Oh yeah. Yeah, the archers are pretty much toast. Let's break off and charge quickly as we can. Come on, man. Yeah, I should be able to take them out. I'm interested to see why they're not charging in the rest of their guys. That's actually quite interesting, but we should be able to take them out. They're trying to take us out from the sides. That does not bother me. Let's get these guys in here, ready to fight. Okay, let's maybe actually take these guys out. Let's get these guys in the fight. Okay, we finally broke them. We should be able to take these guys out. Let's maybe run away. If they can attack these guys, that'll be better because they are heavy. Okay, put them on standard ground. Shield wall, man. Shield wall. Okay, that's good. We're taking these guys out. Let's maybe turn towards them and fight. Let's push forward. Okay, there we go. Okay, we are having some good success here. Just point blank shots there. I think we should definitely be able to win this. Let's zoom in. Let's watch the kills here. Nice little fighting animations. Look at the bodies on the ground. Like, this is a medieval battlefield. Look at the flags. Gorgeous. That literally never gets old. Can't wait to see where this game goes. So much potential. Siege battles, trebuchets. Giant flaming cannonballs flying through the air, hitting the stone walls. Probably do some cool animations with that. Especially that we are rocking on the 805, but look at this. We are pretty spoiled to begin with. So let's charge in, let's take out those guys. Should be able to advance on them. In fact, we're losing a lot of men. So that kind of sucks. Okay, we broke them at the same time. That should be a victory. Please be a victory. Please, please, please. And that we should now own this region. That'd be nice. Let's speed this up. Okay, that is a victory. So that's awesome. We now own this region. And in fact, let's take a look at this. Well, first things first, let's get rid of all of these guys. And now we still have our influence. That was absolutely prime. Okay, let's get these guys back quickly as we can. Off of shield wall. Around men. So let's take a look at this. Do we want to build here? We have rich iron. Everything's quite spread out is the only kind of issue. But I mean, you got your rich fish, your mushrooms, your clay. Town could kind of go over here next to this nice little creek. And then again, we rich iron. I feel like this might actually be a pretty good region to build in if we are going to do one. I'd also like to build a little town in here maybe. Okay, we might be able to do that. In fact, if we're going to do that, we should probably do it soon before winter ends. But I actually kind of like that. I really like that. Let's get a couple more workers on here. And harvest season should be starting soon, hopefully. How is this going? So we are 100% crop growth. Yeah, they should be able to get all that done. Let's get these guys back to work. And we should have enough spears and shields to replenish them. And in fact, we could probably get some more shields. I think this is disabled. Let's get some more shields going here. That's perfect. We have our saw pit way over here. In fact, probably in our best interest to have this over here instead. So let's remove that and put it there. Okay, that's great. Got 2 families on there. Okay, while they're doing that, I think I will actually go in here. Oh, we're out of tools as well. Okay, let's quickly make... Good thing we have a bunch of spears. One quick little fix, let's get them making some tools instead. We're getting some good iron coming in, which is nice. Would be nice if we could sell some of those pelts, some hides. Eventually we'll have to kind of take care of that. Let's actually get a tannery. Oh, I could go right here, couldn't it? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get a tannery right there. We got our communal ovens there ready to go. I'm gonna go build in this region. We have enough money. I think this is the perfect little region for a build. So let's get this, and let's maybe put it right along the water. Maybe like right there. That's where I'd imagine. I mean, that's where I'd pitch my tents. Right along the water, that's perfect. In fact, they're dangerously close to it. Oh no, are these guys glitched? No, I don't think though. Or think so. They should be able to... Yeah, there they go. Okay, we can get some trees. Let's start with that. All of these trees can be chopped down. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get one of these. Oh, we got a little bridge in here actually. That's kind of cool. That is definitely cool. In fact, our King's Road is literally right here. Let's build that right there. And then we can get going right to there, and I might even take this right through out here. In fact, oh, we need some planks to be able to build that. Interesting. Well, they can actually walk through it, which is fine, I guess. And then we also have these eels, 426. That's amazing. So let's go ahead and get a fisherman's hut right there. That's perfect. And a couple other things. Our hitching post, let's maybe move right along here instead. We are gonna need a well, so let's maybe get that right off of here. Make it look as good as we can. And then we're gonna need some houses. Let's get our granary set up. So this obviously... Wait, what? No, we should have enough. Where do we want to get this? I mean, we have this. I'd love to maybe put this in the trees. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. But let's maybe put it right there. And then I can maybe even get my storehouse. We are out of timber. So let's go ahead and get that built up. I'm just going to take a little path and go along here maybe. Maybe kind of just like that. Something like that should be fine. And then I can maybe get a storehouse in here. Somewhere. Maybe over here. I don't know. Maybe right there. Nothing too fancy. I might actually put my storehouse over here. But that's ready to go. Let's start hacking some trees. And that'll be done in due time. Okay, that's awesome. And then we can kind of have a third little town. These guys are missing some equipment. So let's actually check on that quick. Since they're missing equipment, missing some spears, we have tons of shields. Let's stop making shields and maybe make some iron parts instead. We do have a decent amount of planks. We're basically just waiting for some iron slabs. So I don't know what these guys are doing. Oh, we're making tools. Of course. Okay, we started making tools. I forgot about that. Let's start making some spears again. Get somebody on here for some planks. And since this is ready to go, yeah, nobody's on there. Let's start getting some clay. We also have lots of salt over there. I don't know if we'll necessarily get to it, but we have it. And that is shrinking. Let's maybe free up a family there. Getting lots of pelts still. Did we get our tannery? I don't know if we did. So let's maybe build that. Let's just put it right there. Let's build that up. And then all of these houses, I think we're ready to turn into maybe some apples. Might be just fine. We got our apiary there. Let's maybe upgrade that. Okay, that's awesome. That is perfect. We're gonna get some more weapons. How many people do we have over here? Total population 93. What about over here? Where are we? This one. So we have 79. So they're actually doing a little bit better over there. We have started our harvest, which is amazing. So let's get as many families on here as we can. And in fact, let's go over here. Like our charcoal kiln, let's free them up. Logging camp, let's get as many as we can. And make sure we finish this. It's September, so we gotta make sure we harvest and get it ready for the next season as well. So yeah, that's gonna be quite important. Okay, we got our granary ready to go. Let's get a worker on there. All of our supplies are already getting soaked, so we gotta make sure we do that. We should have a little bit of timber now, so let's get our storehouse. I guess the best we can really do. All of that's kind of in the way. Maybe actually like right there. It's kind of cool. Let's build it right there. That's kind of sweet actually. Doesn't always have to be right next to each other. We will build that. Our well is complete. We're getting our fisherman's hut here right away. Did we get this built up yet? Not quite yet. Yeah, we're running out of food. We're also probably running out of fuel. And it's September, so we got to get that built up right away. We also need some houses. Oh, this could get dicey. Let's go ahead and build that. The good news is this is all available. So we're going to get some timber quite fast here. We just need to build up some stuff. So let's get somebody on here. Firewood's quite important for us. This is almost ready to go. And we should be able to get some fish. I actually want to do this before the river freezes. Let's make sure we get that built. We have a couple. Actually, let's maybe do that. It's nice that we have our bridge here, but I'd love to bring this right through here. Might be a little bit better. Okay, this is almost done. In fact, it is done now. Let's get that going. In fact, let's actually get 2 families on here. I'd love to get that. Let's maybe even set it to like 150 maybe. Just so they reproduce. 150 should be fine. And what's nice is it's literally right here. They don't have to go around a huge pond. Like, they'll get fish quite fast with that. And I think we'll have to keep somebody on our granary. This is basically a lost cause. I'm not even gonna try. They're not even done building it. But let's get some wood being chopped down. And we should have a little bit of food. Let's go get this supplies picked up. And then next thing on our list is definitely some houses. So I could probably, let's maybe just have a nice area in here just for our market. I think we could have a nice size market in here. Gotta treat yourself sometimes. Granary, storehouse, that's good. So we should be able to collect all that stuff. That's great. In fact, they might almost be ready. Okay, they got all of that. That's awesome. Let's free up a family to build some stuff. Let's build some houses right off the bat. Maybe even just around. Actually, let's do something cool. Let's go like right around here. Maybe a nice little rainbow, maybe array of houses. That actually might be pretty sweet. Let's do that. Is it gonna work? Of course not. Of course not. That's a little bit better, but again, weird. Let's maybe do that and see if that kind of works. Oh, why the heck would that be what I want? Okay, that's actually probably as good as it gets. Let's build that up. And then we could also get a couple of houses in here. Some along here as well. What do we want to do? I don't know. I feel like this could have maybe been our market. But I can get some other stuff in there. Let's get some houses. Maybe coming right off of here. Maybe just connecting back to there. I can get a couple of houses. And I really just need 5 right now. I don't need to go overboard. Let's build 3 houses there. And that should be perfect. We already have a little bit of firewood, so that's quite nice. Don't need anybody in there. That has already shrunk, so we don't need anybody on there either. Let's focus on building some houses. And let's also get this going. So where did I put this? Let's put that there. And then we can get a second ox. Okay, that's perfect. While they're building all of that, I think they should be fine. We're getting some food, we're getting some fuel. And then building our houses, which is amazing. Let's maybe set this to highest priority so we can get another ox right away. What else do you want to do? Almost people stands should be done this pretty soon. That lady is working around the clock to make sure that gets done. Okay, let's order a second ox. That's awesome. Okay, while they're working on that, let's check our other regions here. Okay, up here, how did our farming go? So it's November. They didn't quite get all of this harvested, which is a little bit sad. In fact, that's a lot of sad. But we got a ton of barley and lots of wheat, so that's a plus. Let's get a malt house. Wait, are we, cobblestone? Well, no, we need some planks, I guess. Yeah, we will need some planks, so let's quickly get some of those. We got our saw pit on top of the hill here. Like, look how cool this one looks. I mean, it looks a little bit wonky, actually. I don't know why they built it like that, but right on the little cliff face here, look how cool that looks. Yeah, let's get some planks. And then we can build our malt house. And then I suppose we'll need a house available to be our new brewer. Maybe this one. You can be our new brewer. So let's just wait a little bit till we get some planks. And they're already working on all of this, which looks nice. Oh, they're doing barley again. Shoot, that's not going to be nearly as much. Okay, well, wheat, let's do rye there instead. And this one we've already seeded. Okay, well, hopefully they can actually harvest that next time. Yeah. Let's maybe tax these guys as well. I guess I don't have to, but I'd like to. And then what I want to do, I want to get some houses in here. Like, I could probably get just a couple on either side. So let's get a road leading maybe just outside of the castle wall, just like this. Kind of just like that, and then continuing this way as well. And then I can get some houses in there. I think that would look pretty nice. Next to our castle. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's build it kind of facing inwards. And maybe just like that, I can get 2 houses. That actually looks quite nice. And then we got our windmill here. That's actually so cool. Let's build that up. That'll be ready to go in no time. And I think they got all of these done. So that's good. Now they're actually just seeding this one now, and here they all come. It's perfect. We're gonna get all that done. And that should be all. Yeah, we got some planks now, so let's get our malt house ready to go. Get our malt house. Let's get this. Where the heck could we fit this? Maybe right in there. I guess I gotta put it like right here. That's probably a good spot. Why not? Actually, maybe it's not, because this... Which one? That one can be a brewery. Could we fit it over here somewhere? Literally right there. Let's maybe see if we can put one in here instead. No, we literally can't fit this thing anywhere. Okay, that's probably the best we can do. Is right there. So let's roll with that. And then we needed some more planks. Can't remember what for. I guess just to upgrade some of these maybe. And as far as our weapons, we still have lots of shields. Basically just missing some more recruits. And recruits missing up there as well. Actually, that's fascinating. How am I missing recruits over here? Oh, okay. I have less people in this region, but apparently I'm missing some recruits. I could also build some houses over here. Let's take a look at this really quick. I could build some houses right here. So maybe in this opening, I'll get some. Let's maybe go like right here. Just in this giant opening. Might be kind of cool. Not enough goods. I think I can limit this. Let's do that. And I think that should work. Yeah, it's just kind of outside of that. I kind of just want to fill this up, obviously. Like, I want to have a nice little thumbnail on here, so I'm going to do my best to make that look nice. We're in November now, and I think for the most part they got everything done here. Crafting. So yeah, they are crafting all that into grain now. Let's free up a couple of workers here. Let's maybe keep just one on there for the winter while they're crafting all into grain. And now we can get our windmill going. And we have about 93% efficiency. So we can start doing that. And now we have our communal ovens that we can get some workers on. So let's go ahead and do that as well. Start getting some bread. That'll be exciting. And I can maybe get another worker out here. How are we doing with all of our resources? Yeah, we have a ton of barley. I guess I gotta keep some people available for our malt house, because we have a lot of barley. Okay, that is excellent. I'm really sad I didn't catch these in time, because I didn't necessarily want these to be rye. Or that one could be rye, but all of these to be barley, but I guess they'll still do pretty good. Okay, we are in December now. Those guys are threshing that into grain, which is perfect. This is very far away. Honestly, should I get it over here? I think they're probably gonna take all this stuff. I don't know what I want to do, actually. I guess I'll just allow them to... No, I'm gonna turn our storehouse off of all that stuff. So I think... So crops... I think all those crops go to the granary now, in fact. So let's go to our granary. I'm gonna turn all of this stuff off. And in fact, our malt house, I could keep barley on there. But all of this stuff I'm gonna turn off. And then they can actually go from here to our farmhouse to get all that stuff. It's a little bit quicker. But then it can still collect all of the grain and all of that stuff, maybe. Actually, yeah, they can wheat grain. No, we want flour. Don't get wheat grain, but collect the flour. Okay, we got that figured out. Okay, don't collect that stuff. Collect the malt. This is so cool. You got mead, cider. How do you even make all that stuff? I don't even know. You might have to just order it. But we have quite a few of families to throw around here now. This is... Oh, we gotta get another granary worker. That's important. Maybe even another one. Got lots of stuff to collect. Yeah, if we could keep everything over here. Keep all of our grain over here. So they don't have to kind of travel all the way down here to get it. But yeah, that's gonna be good. And let's also make sure we don't collect any of this stuff. Yeah, that should be good. Where else could we get some people? I'd love to upgrade our church, but that's... I mean, if you don't have rich stone to do that, that's really not really happen. But tannery, let's get somebody on there because we have lots of hides now. Okay, yeah, that's good. We can start getting some barley. And in fact, barley means nothing if you don't have a tavern. So, I mean, I kind of wanted this open for a tavern, didn't I? Is there still a spot I can put this? I can't have it way up here. There's got to be a spot I can put this. Not really. Okay, so I might have to move that. And our stables. So let's actually move this over there. Let's make some room here. Let's demolish that, and let's get another one. I mean, that could really go anywhere, like even right there should be fine. And then this will also demolish. So good thing there's not a whole lot of stuff there. Let's demolish that, and then our horses are gonna have to go somewhere else. But yeah, hopefully we can collect all that stuff. And while we're at it, I guess we could maybe get another ox here. Hopefully they can collect all that. Let's check our other town here because they might be a little bit cold. How are we doing? We got houses, which is awesome. Actually, we're doing just fine. We got lots of fuel. I think they're quite happy. We have an upgrade here. What do we want to guess? What do we actually have available here? So we have rich fish, a little bit of that, and rich iron. Ooh, okay, so we want maybe a deep mine. A deep mine or something. I don't know. Let's see. So, yeah, this one. Improved stonemasons. Improved armors might kind of help. Mining speed increase. This would be nice. But it's so weird because it's like... Well, honestly, I'm just going to have so many people on there. Let's maybe get this. Improve armors. Helmets, mail armor, and plate armor, which, ooh, that's not for like weapons. But the collapse, oh, I don't even know what I want to get here. Let's maybe get blacksmith instead. Blacksmith efficiency, weapon export value. Yeah, this is perfect. That's exactly what we want because we're going to make a lot of weapons and then we should be able to sell them quite fast. So, that's great. Let's build a few more houses here. If we can. Let's maybe just take a path off of here and then we can connect back maybe to there and then back this way. And then we can get some more houses throughout here. It's actually kind of cool to just do some fun little designs when you're building. Gotta have fun with the game. Let's build it all in like that. Gotta have fun with the game. If you're not having fun, then you're not having fun. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, storehouse. I need to get somebody on there. We have somebody on our granary. They're still fishing, I believe. Yep, they are still gathering, so that's perfect. That doesn't really freeze because I guess it's the river, which is interesting. But yeah, there we go. We're getting some firewood. I think we're probably good for firewood. So I'd rather get them on our storehouse for now. That's perfect. That is absolutely excellent. Let's check our other regions really quick here. We haven't been attacked in a little while, which we do need the influence. Over here, I think we're doing pretty good. We got 5 families available. All of this stuff is ready to be planted, which is awesome. That's ready to go. And what else could we do? I guess we could fill this up a little bit more. And I bet you we need some more granary workers and storehouse workers. The granary, let's get more on there. We can get more of that, and that should be just fine. As far as this, I still can't believe we're missing recruits. Honestly, we should have, yeah, we have tons of spears and shields. Let's just build a bunch more houses just to have some more people move in. We have 8 timber. I guess let's just do, no, we need more than that. We need more than that. Let's wait until we get a little bit more. Okay, we got 13 timber now. Nice big plots. Let's do that. Let's get as many as we can. I need some more recruits. So that should be awesome. And we are having more people move in, which is nice. So I guess let's get somebody back on our saw pit. Yeah, we can get all that done. That's exciting. Let's get another ox. And we have a ton of money over here, actually. I could probably free up one family, maybe. Okay, that's great. Let's check back our main region. How is this coming along? All of these houses are being built. That'll look quite nice. I guess, yeah, we actually have quite a bit more people. So it would be nice to upgrade our houses, maybe. We will need some clothing, beverage, yeah, I don't know. Okay, we finally moved all this, so let's see if we can get our tavern in here. Oh, don't do this to me. Okay, not enough goods. Oh, I guess we're missing planks, maybe? Yeah. We're just missing some planks, so don't freak out. Do not panic. We are missing planks.
Don't forget to check the level of the foundation.
Charcoal kiln, logging camp. Let's get some more workers on here again. Yeah, we can get more charcoal for sure. Let's max that out. Do not panic. That is step number 1. Okay. Can we please get some planks? We got lots of spears, lots of shields. We're just missing some more recruits. Let's actually maybe, let's make some, we have been making tools actually. We only have 8 tools. Interesting. Actually, are we out of iron? I bet you we are getting pretty close. They are still mining. We're making some tools. Let's see, we're finally, okay, there we go. All of a sudden have 100 planks. Okay, let's see if we can get this in here. We were actually in the wrong region, so let's just wait until we get some planks here. I'm actually gonna pause our blacksmith. Actually, joiner's workshop for sure. They're making tools, so that should be fine. I am going to permanently assign an ox on our saw pit, so we can hopefully get some flippin' planks here. Come on. Get some planks, sir. Okay, there we go. Now we're finally delivering some timber there, so we should be able to get some planks. Got about 5 planks. How many do we need? We only need 4. Oh, thank goodness we can. Okay, so I'm going to build that right there. That's perfect. And then I could probably still get my trading post in here. Oh my gosh. That is literally perfect. I could not fit any better. Okay, that's awesome. We're getting some planks, thankfully. So that's excellent. Treasury is changing. We're getting lots of good money. Building some houses up here. Let's maybe get these set up with some good stuff. So let's get some animal pens. These are kind of ready to go. Let's get a vegetable garden. And all these can maybe be vegetable gardens as well. Maybe some different various things. And we're out of planks again. Let's maybe wait till we get a little bit more here. Yeah, we can start building that stuff up. That's ready to go now. Let's get some vegetable gardens again. I might even take this and get a little bit of room for another house if I can fit one. Let's maybe just get a house in there or something. Maybe even 2. I don't know. I guess that's fine. Gets rid of those trees, which is a little bit sad, but that should be fine. Okay, these are ready to go. Let's maybe get some vegetables, some carrots, upgrade them. Let's go ahead and do that. How are we doing with this? We could probably just have one family on there now. We're still turning some grain into flour, so actually they haven't done a whole lot. Let's get them back on there. We should have some bread now. Now we got 52 wheat bread, which is perfect. Getting some charcoal. Okay, that's awesome. Still need some bandits to attack us. Really need them to attack us. We're building some houses in here now. So yeah, there we go. We had a lot of people moving, which is nice. Let's get some more wood. We could probably get a saw pit for this region, so let's just build it there. And then we can get some planks and build a little path going across here. That might be kind of nice. We can start collecting some of those. And in fact, let's really max this out. Let's get as much fish as we can. A little bit low on fuel. Yeah. And let's stockpile as many logs as we can. Yeah, once we start getting some planks, I think we could maybe build our church as well. And that might look good right there. I like that little spot. Okay, our saw pit's ready to go. Let's start getting some planks. And then the whole world is our oyster. It is now March. I'd love to start collecting that iron. I think it'd be quite nice to start doing that. Okay, there we go. We're getting some planks finally. Let's get our church up and running here. So we should have enough. I'd love to build my church, maybe even like right there. A little bit on an angle. Let's go ahead and do that. We're getting some good timber now. Okay, now that we have enough planks, I'm gonna take this path and I can finally connect it back to there. So that's perfect. Got a nice little bridge coming in here. Look how good that looks. I love that. I wish you could actually watch them build it, but you can't, unfortunately. Where's our stone? I'm pretty sure it's way over here. Okay, well, you can only do your best, so let's go ahead and build one of those. And take it, I guess, right back to there. Yeah, let's maybe just take this right back to our King's Road. We finally have some bandits coming in. They can go from the King's Road and then back up through here to that King's Road. Let's see where they're coming from. So this could be interesting. If they're coming from... Okay, we got a bandit camp there. Oh, they're coming from here. Okay. So there's 2 units, which is actually good. We can get these guys out and then I think we should be fine. Defend the streets, men. Run, run, run.
Stand and fight.
Fast as you can. Let's get set up right out there. Oh, they have 3 units. No. Okay, what, let's see what we have. So we could hire these guys. Oh, perfect. Archers. And they'll actually come right from behind them. We can start shooting them right away. Okay, that's perfect. We saved this region, which is nice. Let's get these guys ready to fight. Yeah, we can start shooting these guys. In fact, they're breaking off to fight them as well, which buys our men enough time. Okay, let's do shield wall here. Here they come. Okay, we should be able to beat them pretty good. I don't know what happened to the other roof. What the heck? Okay, there they come. I don't know what they're really doing, but we should be able to take them out. Okay, that's awesome. These guys, let's push forward. Okay, there we go. Okay, now they're fighting. Okay, let's get in there. Let's get in around the back, and then these guys, honestly, they should be able to take them out. Let's just get these guys back to work. Back to work, man. You did excellent. Didn't lose any men, which is amazing. And now we can start shooting these guys. That's perfect. Got lots of influence from that. So I love to see that. We're back to happy music, and we are back to the good times. So mining pit, I guess, since we have so many people, let's max that out. And I'd love to get even more spearmen in here. There, that's a lot better. Still missing some recruits. So I could get some houses in here as well. Let's go ahead and build some. We only have one timber. What the heck is happening with our timber? They are so slow. Okay, let's move it actually just back here. A little bit of a hill there, actually. Let's go at least a little bit closer. Yeah, they're taking absolutely forever. Okay, should be getting lots of charcoal now. We can build that up. We got lots of tools. We still have lots of weapons. We have 150 spears. That's crazy. And then we can hopefully get some more timber here. That's almost ready to go. Let's max that out. Get them an ox and send them on their merry way. Okay, we're getting lots of money over here. That's perfect. How are we doing? Are we gonna finally get some timber? Pretty please. Yeah, they should be able to get some timber pretty soon here. As far as our saw pit, let's maybe take a family off of there. Get them on our tannery, because we should have quite a bit of hides. And then one of these houses we should assign to be a cobbler's workshop. That's exactly what we need. And then we could start selling some shoes here. Let's just sell all of them. And it's a major trade, so we gotta buy that as well. Okay, that's great. I heard some soldiers coming out. I don't know where they're coming from. But we have these guys we could go for. Nobody's really gone for them yet. But we just have so much money, honestly. I'd honestly kind of just like our off-map adversary to go for it and then maybe take another region. That would probably be better. We also need to maybe get this maxed out. How are we doing? Are we out? We just have a bunch of grain left still, so they're going to turn all that into flour. So that's good. We also have a bunch of pelts. Are we selling pelts? We also don't have anybody on here now. Saving complete. That's awesome. Let's get this ready to go again. Okay, we don't have to redo. That's for exporting pelts again. Let's maybe get a trade route for that. Barley, iron ore. Let's maybe import some of that. Just so we can make some more stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get a trade route for that as well. And everything else is actually pretty good. Exporting charcoal, that's great as well. Okay. I think they should be coming from somewhere. I thought I heard them. Yeah, hopefully they're gonna go for that. Up here, I think these are ready to go, so let's get some goats. That's good. Let's maybe upgrade that. Get some vegetables in here. Okay, that's perfect. Like, look at these poor oxen coming up this hill. Those poor little things, their heads are in the ground. Absolutely insane. We made that too steep. Okay, we still have some grain over here. Hopefully they actually go and get all that for all this flour. This is just so far away. It's more ideal if I have this a little bit closer. But that's just not really possible. I still love those little shrines. What else can I really do here? Like, we got all of our stuff planted in the ground. We do have our malt house kind of primed and ready to go. So let's see if we can put somebody on there. I don't really know. Like, we got our logging camp. That's probably pretty full. Yeah, we have a decent amount of timber. Really just need one on there. Doesn't have to be too crazy. So let's just get one malt house worker. We have a ton of barley to be turned into malt and then to ale. I don't know where our brewery is. We have one there. I don't know if we want maybe another one of them. Should we? Could we? I don't know if we should. We have our blacksmith joiner's workshop. I guess we could maybe get it. This one is just pears. Let's maybe make another brewery. We're going to have a lot of it, I feel like. And then I might even want another worker on there. We got plenty on there. I feel like, how the heck are we like so low on people available to help out? We got a few on our granary. Storehouse has only 2. Okay, let's maybe actually free up 1 on our granary. I feel like we don't need that many. Wheels army sighted. Let's get another on our malt house. Let's see where this army has been sighted. So these guys are coming in. They're still going for that bandit camp. So I bet they will probably end up going for one of these regions as well if they end up getting that. We'll kind of have to see. But this is doing pretty good over here. I feel like I'm quite happy. I got 2 on there. Let's quickly go check this region, see how it's doing. I feel like it's doing pretty good, but maybe have 1 family we could throw somewhere. Maybe just find something open over here. I guess everything's pretty much full. We got 4 on there, so I guess, yeah, we could get our clay furnace up and running again. That's probably the best place for that. We have so many wooden parts. Okay, joiner's workshop, they are making wooden parts. We do have lots of shields, so that is awesome. I guess, yeah, let's start selling some wooden parts. So this is actually a major trade, and because it's a major trade, look at this. Look at how much we can sell these for. 8 regional wealth per wooden part. And we don't need wooden parts for literally anything, so you can just sell all of them. If you have any planks laying around, definitely make wooden parts out of them. You can also obviously sell your shields, but that ends up getting quite expensive. And we kind of like to keep those around anyway. So that's kind of good. We got 2 horses on there. I feel like that is nice. We're gonna get a lot of money from that. Should get lots in our treasury. Let's check back over here really quick with our 3rd little town. So let's check this out. We have a few families available. I don't think we got anybody. No, we do have somebody in our saw pit. Actually, we probably have too many planks now. Let's upgrade that. Our church is built. And we can actually upgrade a few houses here. So this is going to be our blacksmith town. Obviously, let's maybe, while we have the planks, let's get our mining pit. And in fact, I might even try and get 2 of these. Maybe right back to back. Let's maybe even switch that around. Let's get 2 of these. I can take this right back to our main road there. And since I'm going to have 2, I'm basically going to treat this like a farm. I'm going to get as much of that as we possibly can. We're building that up, which we definitely need the stone to can help us. I'm actually excited about this though. I'd love to get, let's maybe upgrade a couple of these. Maybe even this first 3, all these could really be blacksmiths. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to use, I'll probably use some of the soldiers. They obviously need to defend themselves. But I just want to make as many weapons as I possibly can. That's kind of the goal here. And as many blacksmith as it take to get there, I will do that. So let's even get a couple of bloomeries. Obviously, we need a little bit more timber. And we got no money. Okay, we got a couple things that need to be done here. Let's maybe get a trading post. Oh, we still need timber. Okay. We are going to get some timber. If we have an ox available. In fact, let's maybe unassign that one. I am excited for this though. We can upgrade all of these. And I should be able to make lots of money off of our... I mean, what do we really have? We got fish. We should have quite a bit of food. I guess we're going to be making the majority of money off of that. So let's make sure those get built up. Let's get those ready to go. And then the more people we have available, the better. So honestly, I'm just going to take this up, maybe right off of here. And I'm going to get this all the way around. Let's maybe go a little bit higher up so we can have a nice wide span view of all of this. And I'm just going to literally expand this even more. Let's maybe take this, or maybe a road here. maybe one here, and then maybe one even over here. Something like that, and then we can get lots of houses in here. So that's going to cost a lot of timber. We wanted to get some bloomeries, so I think we could probably even get these right here. Our storehouse is here, and we have quite a bit of planks. Let's maybe upgrade these. And in fact, I could probably move this, but yeah, let's first of all, let's get our trading post. Let's just get that right there. And then our bloomeries can go, we could probably even get one right there. And maybe one a little bit closer somewhere. Let's maybe even take a road behind this. Maybe even right to there. Then we can get some bloomeries back in here as well. I like that. Honestly, let's get like 3 of them. Like all of these can really be bloomeries if we want. We have these upgraded, so I could... Oh, I guess we need some tools for that. Yeah, basically any weapons. Like, what does that entail? So, increase blacksmith efficiency. That's only blacksmith. So that's not joiner's workshop. Increase weapon export value. Literally all of that is just perfect. So this is already ready to go. Let's get somebody on here. And if we could at least get enough money, I could probably sell maybe planks. Actually, we could maybe even sell firewood. We can only sell it for 1. But I feel like it would give us enough. We could maybe make some spears. And in fact, we could get that actually. Major trade. We could go ahead and do that, but we do need to get some tools though. How do we want to get tools? Okay, to get tools right off the bat, I think let's maybe get a smithy. We'll need one of those. And in fact, yeah, we'll need a little bit of stone. So let's go get somebody over here. Let's get a few. Oh, come on. Thank you for saving. Let's get somebody on there. We need to get some stone going here. And then our mining pits we can get going. And now that we have lots of timber, we can get a few more houses in here. I actually kind of like this row of houses kind of in here. Looks kind of cool. Just a little bit different. So let's maybe get going right to there. Maybe to there. We have more guys coming in. Okay, that's all of our timber pretty much. So we're going to build up all of those. Yeah, we need to start making some money here. What came up? So mercenaries, bandit camp was sighted. It looks like they didn't actually try and take this region, which is interesting. Oh, actually over here, I want to quickly check and make sure it's not harvest season or anything like that. We don't have anybody available. Actually, we do have a couple available. Let's put 3 on there. And that's decent. We have a ton of food. Yeah, we got like, we have some bread. We do have lots of bread. Okay, I'm happy with that. We're getting lots of ale now. I still don't think we put anybody on our tavern. In fact, let's maybe upgrade that. And take a family off of there for now. Let's upgrade that. We're still selling lots of stuff. And that should make people a lot happier. We'll also need some clothing to upgrade these a little bit more, but they're all level 2 houses, so they will require ale anyway. We can even upgrade these houses. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm happy with that. I've got nobody on this oven. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, let's maybe figure out. So we got somebody on here. They're making lots of bread, and we also have this oven that we could get somebody on. Who else could we free up? Maybe timber worker. And we also have tons of planks now, so let's go ahead and take some off there. As far as our weapons, I think we could probably... Yeah, we got no wooden parts. Let's enable our joiner's workshop again. Start making some large shields. We got lots of workers, or soldiers there, lots of soldiers there. Now I guess let's start working on this. So we're gonna build up a lot of these houses. which is going to be awesome. We can already get some workers on here, but let's maybe just get as many people as we can, make them very happy. I guess I can maybe sell wooden parts to make some money right off the bat. How do we want to make money? We have 0 tools, and we need to get some tools. Are we selling anything right now? I thought I put something on here. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, let's maybe just, we're gonna get that stone. We already have a little bit, and then I can get a smithy. And I feel like that's our best bet. If we can at least get some tools, we can start making a couple of blacksmiths here. That's probably our best bet. And then we can start making some money that way. Yeah, we can automatically get this. So honestly, I might actually spend money on that. We should be able to start making spears right away, and then we can export all of them. Let's maybe keep... I want some militiamen actually, so if we can make some of that stuff. Maybe like sidearms. Let's maybe make... upgrade another house. Let's do another upgrade here, and then I'll do another one with you. So let's, I think this could maybe be our joiner's workshop. Let's make this our joiner's workshop. These are all going to be blacksmiths. I just need a little bit of small shields. That's really it. Yeah, we already have a bunch of planks. We're hacking all that down, which is perfect. Let's maybe upgrade our storehouse and granary. That's going to be important. Okay, that's awesome. And then I'd love to get some more oxen if I can. So where are we at with this? So we have... our bloomeries are ready to go, so we can kind of start getting some people on here. Collapse chance, 2%. Okay. Building proximity, that's... Oh, interesting. That's because we have one right next to it. Okay, so if I get rid of that... I mean, I don't even necessarily need that right now. Let's get rid of it, and then it gets rid of our collapse chance. And once we need another one, we can get another one. But as long as we don't get the deep mine, I think it shouldn't collapse on us. So I guess, yeah, let's just wait on that. We're gonna get some iron, and then I need to get somebody on our bloomery, and then our smithy is probably best. Okay, getting a ton of people moving in, which is awesome. Let's get our bloomeries kind of filled up. I think I'm in the wrong region here. Yeah, there we go. Let's at least just start getting some iron slabs, and then we can build that up to get some tools. I think that's probably our best bet. As far as these guys, we're just missing some more recruits. So let's maybe go over here and get a couple more houses, maybe. How are we doing? Got no more available living space. Let's get just a few random houses in here. Let's maybe get a couple in there, a couple back here. And kind of just as many as we can. We could also get some going this way. Many as we can. And then over here, let's maybe get a few. And that should give us plenty of room for people to move in. Let's kind of get that stuff built up. That's perfect. As far as weapons, we have tons of them. And in fact, I could probably ship some spears over to the other region and sell them. Let's maybe sell them here. We have so many of those. I'm probably going to end up flooding the market, but let's start exporting some spears. Let's maybe set it to about 50, and then we can export those. $2? That's pitiful. I might as well just make some wooden parts. Okay, that's absolutely pathetic. Yeah, let's get rid of some of those. And I guess we will need quite a bit of spears. Okay. We're doing all right over here. Building lots of houses. That should give us some more people. I think over here... Okay, we're nice and full there. So that's perfect. How are we doing over here? Building lots of houses. We got a little bit more timber. So let's maybe get a few more people in these houses. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And we got kind of a nice little rainbow thing going on here. We should have some, no, not tools yet. We have some iron slabs, so let's get something on our smithy. And then we can start making some tools. And then our blacksmiths are kind of next. With our smithy, yeah, all you can really make is tools. So it's kind of nice. You don't need tools to actually make it. So it kind of just makes it nice. I don't know. Harvest season ended. Did they get anything done? Not really. Oh, shoot. And we had a bunch of people we could have put on there too. Okay, well, let's just maximize that. How do I keep missing that? They need to make that sound louder or something. Let's get some rye. Let's get some, maybe some wheat here, actually. Over here. Let's slow this down just for a second. Let's get wheat. Barley. Okay. I think that should be good. All of that's no good for the barley anymore, so we might as well do something else. And we're still harvesting a little bit of that, which is good. I could upgrade these houses if I want. So let's maybe do that. Let's upgrade those, get some vegetables, mix it up. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I probably got a nice harvest of that as well. Got lots of wheat, lots of rye, and even more barley. So that's awesome. We have 30 leather. So let's maybe get a cobbler's workshop somewhere if we can. Is there a small house available? Maybe this one. Let's get a cobbler's workshop there. And then we can start selling some shoes. Let's go ahead and get that, export that. Sell all of our shoes is probably good. I'm happy with that. Let's check back over here. I think, yeah, we're basically just missing recruits. We have tons of spears and a ton of firewood. Oh my gosh. What's taking these guys so long? I might even need some more storehouse workers, as well as our granary. We'll get a couple more. Might as well max that out. Okay, that's nice and happy. How are we doing over here? We probably have tons of stone. We got more than we know what to deal with. And let's get more miners. And we're starting to get some tools. So let's go ahead and get our blacksmiths. And we'll need, oh, we need more money. Shoot. Okay, we need to start exporting some stuff. So with our weapons, it looks like we can do that. We can only export them for 2. But we are going to make quite a bit of them. Sidearms might be able to make more of because it's a little bit more expensive maybe. But where we're going to make lots of money is our chainmail, probably. So we could probably even get an armorer's workshop as well. No, we need weapons. I don't know. We'll have to kind of see. How is this doing? Those are overcapacitated. So let's maybe free up a couple of workers here. Just like that. It's perfect. Okay, how are we doing overall? We could take these 2 regions if we wanted. And in fact, I might do that. I might just do that. Unless I don't even need to. Like, I'm probably not going to build in these. I could probably take this one maybe. How are they doing? They're doing pretty good. We'll have to kind of see. I don't know if I want to take that or just save up my pennies and start going for that one. What do we have for mercenaries, actually? We could start bulking up some mercenaries if you want. Let's maybe start hiring some while we have them. Let's get these guys over and kind of just set them there for our final battle, just so they're kind of there. And then honestly, let's just continue to build up our army. I really want to take advantage of all of this. We should be getting a little bit of money soon. Let's build this up as fast as we can. Okay, how are we doing? We're still working on that. Need to collect a little bit of planks still. And we need to start getting some money from something. I still don't know what that's going to be. I can maybe sell tools, actually. We're probably going to be making them pretty fast. So let's go ahead and export those. They're actually free. Let's keep about 5 and then I can sell the rest. And it's only a minor trade, so that's perfect. We can start exporting those. Maybe enough to get a horse even. But let's maybe work on getting a couple more hitching posts while we're kind of thinking about that. I could probably get some, maybe just right along here, honestly. Let's just get a few along there. We got our smithy. How are we doing? Are we getting lots of iron ore? Fairly quickly. And in fact, as we're making so many tools, I'm going to increase our maintenance status. So maintenance pending, obviously, we're going to need more tools for that. But they should be able to work a little bit faster with that. So that's going to be awesome. We only have one worker on here, and we have one more available. So we might as well get them working a little bit quicker. Okay, there we go. I actually loved that they added that. If you put another one next to this, the chance of the cave-in is 2%. Like, how cool is that? I love that. Actually, I wonder if... Let's see if we could put it a little bit further away. We have some supplies here. I could put it further away, like maybe over here instead. Let's see if that adds anything. We'll have to kind of see. Let's walk a little bit further around here, just in case that kind of does something, but yeah, there we go. We still have these planks we can kind of collect. Let's set that up. Yeah, I don't know if that'll really affect it. We'll have to see. I actually love this little town. Look at this. This is looking awesome. That looks absolutely amazing. I want more of them to be in their houses with the steam coming out of it. I feel like that would look cool. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good here. I could probably start upgrading some more stuff eventually here. Once I start selling some more tools, I could sell some rubble stone. I feel like I have a decent amount of that stuff, and it's only a minor trade. Oh, I can only sell it for 1 though. Okay, maybe we'll skip that. I guess I could maybe... Do we have a joiner's workshop yet? Let's go ahead and get that. I feel like we could maybe sell some wooden parts maybe. Might be kind of cool. That's quite expensive, so we'll have to wait a little bit, but that is a very good way of making money. Okay, we're just waiting for more people, basically. So we can maybe free up somebody from somewhere, or we can just wait. I guess we're just... Yeah, we're kind of just chilling. We are chilling. I need more planks, though. I got 9 months of fuel. Yeah, I do honestly kind of just need some more planks to build some spears and all that good stuff. So let's maybe free up 1 bloomer worker just to build up all that stuff. Hopefully we can get some money pretty soon. Let's quickly check. We have all these guys ready to go already. Do we have any other mercenaries? We could hire these archers. Maybe these crossbowmen. Let's maybe wait and see if we get some more foot soldiers. But that's looking pretty good so far. I'm actually happy with that. And I imagine I'll probably be able to put together a nice little army over here as well. Yeah, we're still missing recruits over here somehow. I don't even know how that's possible. How is that possible? Do we not have enough people? Are anybody moving in? I don't know if they really are. We have a ton of money. Honestly, I'm just going to start importing barley. Or not barley, let's just import maybe some mead. What do we think? What's the price difference here? I think they're about the same. Major trades. Let's do some ale. Let's import maybe 10 of that stuff. And a little bit of mead. Why not? A little bit of variety. These are lucky people. So let's go ahead and let's get our... That would fit perfectly in there if we had planks. If we had planks, that's the question. Let's go ahead and get some. Hopefully we can get a few of them. Okay, we're already cutting a little bit of them. Okay, we got 10. That's perfect. That should be enough. Let's get that built up right there. Lots of people moving in. I'm excited about that. And we even had a couple people move in over here again. So where could we put them? Maybe back on our bloomery. Do we not? Okay, we actually need them on our saw pit. So So let's do that. We should have had a little bit of money. Potentially. Actually, what are these guys making right now? Let's make extra tools, actually. Not that they're gonna work extra fast. Yeah, I don't know. I could definitely have another bloomery worker, probably. How are we doing? We got 6 tools now. We are selling them quite quickly. We do have the ability to sell these, so let's go ahead and make some spears. We're gonna need them anyway. And yeah, these are 2 iron slabs for 1 sidearm. I could sell iron parts. How much are those to sell? Does that tell us? I think it's probably in here. Iron parts. So 60 is the trade row, so I don't know if it's quite as much as wooden parts. But we also have our joiner's workshop, so let's go ahead and get some wooden parts. As many of those as we can handle. And then we can go ahead and sell quite a bit of those. Okay, bandit camp sighted. Do we want to do anything with that? I don't know if we necessarily want to. We have 2 over here, so I guess we maybe could. Let's see if they come out. Maybe we can have a little fight on our hands. You never know. I would like to have a fight on our hands. Okay, let's see if we have any other mercenaries available to hire. Nothing really. Let's maybe hire these guys. They could be quite expensive. Well, let's get all of them over here. Where are these guys coming from? I'd love to know. Yeah, they're coming from way up here. What about these guys? Kinda the same. Yeah, let's get these guys way over here. Yeah, we have these bandit camps over here, so I guess I maybe could. Let's go bully those guys real quick. Let's get them running. Let's bully these guys. Let's get lined up here. All of our men all at once. And let's go fight these fools. Let's fight these fools. Whoa, they took absolutely forever to do that. But there we go. Took that. Might as well take the bandit camp. Send that to our nearest town. And then let's start fighting these guys. Wherever they are. Way over here. See if we can take them as well. Here comes our archers. So they're going to start coming at us here. Let's maybe slow it down. Boom, right there. Let's get set up. Let's get close enough that we can get a volley off here. Okay, let's line up here. Okay, now they're going to be firing. Watch these guys absolutely melt. Or not, because archers are terrible in this game. But I feel like they should be able to do pretty good. They at least look cool. Like, picture these guys on top of the walls. How sweet would that be? How badly do we need to see that in the game? Yeah, we're kind of taking these guys out. Okay, there we go. Let's go take that. Just like that. Send that to our treasury just for extra help. Why not? Kind of pay for these guys. And let's get them over here. I do kind of want to try this out. So this is brand new. A siege camp. So can't actually build in this region. I have to build over here. I kind of want to try this out. So it doesn't actually require anything. Unless there's guys. Oh, no way. Did I not notice this before? You need guys to build it. Wait, hold on. Is this about to blow my mind? Am I about to get siege weapons? There's no way. Here, are they actually going to do something with this? They are currently building something. Okay, we got a little camp. They are hammering. Oh my gosh. There's no way. Okay, we have ladders. We have various ladders. Let's see what we have. Siege camp. I don't know what this necessarily does. Let's actually check this out. Placing nearby friendly limits allows utilizing siege equipment. Okay. There currently is nothing really available. I can grab these. It looks like, maybe. Can I grab those? Oh man, it might be pretty beta. But it doesn't look like there's anything I can really do with this. Let's see if there's anything I can do with this. Like kind of clicking on this. Ah, shoot. Okay. That is definitely coming. Look at this. I mean, the fact that we're this far and we have that kind of there is kind of mind-blowing. That just goes to show you, like, unlimited amounts of potential with this game. Siege camp, like, imagine getting catapults, trebuchets, ballistas, and just, like, going to take out this, wherever this thing is. Let's go look at the castle. Imagine going to take out this thing. You got archers up on the top of the walls. And then you just like, you're taking it out. Oh my gosh. Just endless amounts of cool, basically. I sound like such a nerd. That's actually a nice little thumbnail. Like, that would be so flippin' cool. Okay. Let's get back to here. That dream will become a reality soon enough. In fact, I'm gonna get another worker. Oh no, it's really full. Let's go back to here. So, let's start making some more weapons. Are we doing pretty good for money? Yeah, I think we could get another blacksmith. We are doubling down. We're making some spears. And then hopefully we can start selling those. I'm going to wait until we get enough for a horse. That's probably the most important. Yeah, we're already selling some of that stuff, which is good. And we also have these built up, so I'd love to get a horse. And of course, that'll cost about 60 regional wealth, which we just got. So that's perfect. That'll really help out. He needs a horse. And then we can start making a ton of weapons. Like, let's focus on getting... Maybe instead of wooden parts, let's start making some shields. Let's do that if we can. Start getting some shields, and then let's inform another unit of spearmen over here. And that seems to be all we can really do. But that is kind of all we need. These are pretty much full. You know what we could do, actually? Let's get a manor. Let's get a manor right there with one of those, and we're going to need a little bit more timber to complete that. We still have lots of planks. Let's maybe take somebody off of the saw pit for now, just so we can get enough timber for this thing. Yeah, we're building that up. We have to wait until that's done first. Let's get a couple more workers on our blueberries. Okay, that's perfect. That'll be awesome. And then this is also ready once we get some money. What's this one gonna make? Let's maybe make some tools. A little bit of extra tools. Just until we get some money, and then I could probably make some sidearms with all that money. Yeah, that should be good. This thing is going to be built up in no time, and then I can get the retinue out of it, is what I wanted to say. Get the retinue out of it, that'll be perfect. Okay, how are we doing for mercenaries? Can we get any other ones? No, we've pretty much maxed out all of those guys. More families moving in here, so let's get... I think we maybe had this. Okay, cave-in is not a thing. So let's get another worker on there. Maximize their work efforts. And I wonder if this is kind of crowded. Let's spread this out a little bit. Might be a little bit crowded, you never know. I kind of like this build. This was definitely beautiful. This has also been a good video. I feel like it's nice to just relax and build some towns. Like honestly, I could even do another row. Just have like a giant rainbow of houses. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. But this was a nice relaxing one. I enjoyed this one. But we're not done yet. We have these ready to go, and we got a little bit more money. What are we making from this? We're making some more tools and some more spears. I guess, no, we don't want to sell all of our spears, do we? We are exporting all of them. Let's actually keep maybe 20 of them. Or maybe like 10. Just enough, because they're going to just grab them as they come. Like we already have 11 guys. But I think that should be good. We did make some wooden parts. So I still feel like that would be a good one to get. If we ever had the money. 160, so we gotta wait a little bit longer. We get our horse. There we go. That should really increase his capacity. We're still building this, so I want to wait for that to come for sure. And our saw pit is almost ready to go, so let's maybe get that up and running again. Okay, and then I can maybe even get another... Let's get another blacksmith. We can start making some more stuff. Okay, that's awesome. We haven't checked on this little town in a while, and in fact we have some raiders coming. Oh gosh, where are these guys coming from? So they're coming from here, so that's not bad. The majority of our guys are over here, so let's just get out right here and stand our ground. We might as well just stay right next to our town. If we stay like right here, we'll get a nice little boost from our home region, plus 90. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Then we don't have to go so far. Get all of our guys kind of set up there. And yeah, these guys are coming. Oh no, they're going for this town. Okay, well, we at least have some soldiers there as well. So let's get them out. They're coming right off of here, and they're gonna try and burn our town to the ground. We gotta make sure they don't do that. Let's rush over here. I guess I could maybe get these guys back to work. We should have enough guys over here to defend. There's only 3 units, I think. If we're lucky. Nope, I think there's 4. There is 4, but honestly, I think we're probably still fine. Let's make sure, though. Let's make sure we're fine. So let's get set up right along here. Make sure all of our guys get into place, and then let's put them on shield wall. Okay, here they come. What are these guys doing? They're just taunting us. They're taunting us. Okay, let's push forward. Let's push forward a little bit. Oh, they're trying to get us to break out of our shield wall. Are they throwing rocks at us or something? What are they doing? These guys are coming from the sides. There's like a plan going on here. What the heck are they doing? Okay, fall back. Fall back a little bit. Keep on shield wall. Oh my gosh, they were literally waiting to come out of there. That's so cool. And now they're going in, but they're only sending one at a time. I thought they were maybe smart. Okay, let's flank these guys. And let's see, let's stay in shield wall. And let's push in on these guys. Okay, perfect. Now if we can push forward on those guys, we should be able to do a little bit of damage here. Let's see. All we can do now is just watch the mayhem. That's all we can really do. Are we pushing forward? We are. That's perfect. So we got 2 lines formed here. I mean, they can flank us, but we can't really. We got to kill these guys, and then we can flank these guys. Looks like we kind of flank each other. Okay, we're doing some good damage over here, which I like to see. Yeah, we got some fearsome warriors, so we should be doing some good damage here. We're losing a little bit of men, but not too bad. We're gonna get rid of them pretty soon. Honestly, I probably could have got some guys over here, but we have lots of spears and shields. Yeah, we should be able to kind of push forward on these guys. Okay, there we go. That was absolutely beautiful. Didn't lose too many men, which is nice. It's always a plus. Let's get those guys back to work. And we have we have a lot of money here. I guess we could maybe take both of these regions. Let's go ahead and claim this. Can we claim both at the same time? Oh my gosh, I can. Okay, let's see if we can claim both of those at the same time. Let's maybe save here just in case something goes wrong. I've never tried that before. Let's just do a quick save. Yeah, we can take 2 at a time. That still leaves us with 2.3 thousand influence to take this one. So that's awesome. I think I'm just going to leave these guys nice and peaceful. They haven't really done anything to us. They have a nice little peaceful football-shaped place going up here. And I think it's actually quite nice. So obviously I'm just going to leave them be. Look at this. It's actually quite a nice little town, actually. They've done some good work. I could put a nice spiral on that town. Okay, these guys are ready to fight. Let's get those guys back to work. And now, I guess, let's see how many... Oh, we don't have anybody available over here. We could get a deep mine. I'm a little bit worried if it'll hurt anything, but saw pit. Okay, we have lots of planks. Let's just leave one unassigned. That's good, and we're getting a little bit of money now, which is always welcome. Yeah, honestly, let's make some pole arms. Well, no, let's maybe double up our efforts on something that's actually going to be able to sell. Like, we don't need to buy too many things. Yeah, we should be able to get quite a few workers there. Let's maybe get that. And honestly, I could get another joiner's workshop. Oh, plot level too low. I guess let's just leave it. Let's speed this up till we get those regions claimed. Now let's order another ox if we can. We do have the money for it. We're making lots of spears now. I love to see that. Okay, this is finally done. Now I think we can commit our garrison tower. That's perfect. We'll get that built up. And then we have another unit of retinue here. So this is going to be quite expensive. I want to be a little bit careful. I still have quite a bit of money there, so that's fine. Let's maximize that. And I don't think I can upgrade that, can I? No, I sure can't. Okay, let's make sure we are taxing these guys. So 10% tax on them, that's plenty. And these guys I think I'm also taxing. Maybe. Where am I? What? Oh, it's right here. Taxing. I actually am not taxing these people, so let's go ahead and tax them as well. Okay, we're so close to claiming those 2 regions. Let's see. Let's do this together. Hopefully this doesn't break the entire game. Come on, claim. Ooh. That's awesome. Claim both of them at the same time. I love that. Okay. Honestly, we are getting pretty close to being able to do that. We're just waiting a little bit more workers or guys here. This is nice and built up. And then we're getting a little bit closer. We're missing summer crews still over here. I don't know how we haven't had anybody move in. Which is a little bit interesting. We have no available living space over here either, do we? We have 2. How do we not have enough guys? Total population 139. We have 90 males. Okay, I might be able to fix this actually. Let's remove this. And then let's add another one and see if that... No, that didn't really do anything. No, that didn't. Okay, well that's fine. Mislets and... Okay, whatever. That's fine. We're still gonna have a lot of guys. So honestly, I'm not really worried about it. We have created... Or we've kind of taken this region, which is nice. We have created a nice little blacksmith selling machine in the shape of a shield. Or a half moon. Or a rainbow, whatever you want to call that. It's many shapes. This is absolutely amazing. We got a nice little army kind of raised up in here. I'm excited about that. Still continuing, and then this is our main baby. Like, look at this thing. We kind of got our castle way on top of the hill there. Actually, let's enable that. We weren't able to build it today, unfortunately, because we didn't have a rich stone deposit. But look at that thing on top of the hill. Tell me that's not absolutely majestic. Absolutely gorgeous. And then you got some farm fields coming down here. I feel like I'm pretty proud of this build here today. We got a nice town. It's up for sale. If you guys want to buy it, I'll put it on, I guess, Craigslist for you Americans. GG for us Canadians. It is available for selling. I'll sell it for free. Let's say for free. Absolutely love this. Looking quite nice in the rain. I think it is time for our battle, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get absolutely everybody out, ready to go. I don't know where this thing's actually going to be fought. Sometimes you claim this and it's fought on top of this region. In fact, it very well could be. So let's just get everybody out. There's only one way to find out. Let's get them right to the bottom of the hill. We have our siege camp ready to go. Yeah, generic storage, pantry. Like that is so, oh my gosh, pantry? That's so cool. So you actually have to get like rations for your soldiers when you're in a siege. So I bet you they're kind of expecting sieges to take a long time. If that's the case. Oh, that is so cool. Like obviously you want to do it as carefully as you can. Like take out their walls first. Get all of that kind of taken care of. Oh, I absolutely love that. Let's get these guys right here ready to go. And I might even do a nice little march along the river here. Might be kind of cool. And in fact, we are getting quite low on money here, aren't we? We're gonna have to pay for all that stuff again. So we will do this quick. We will do it quick and painless. Let's get these guys here. And then our archers, we will get right behind them. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our final battle. We're gonna have to pay for these guys right away here. So let's go ahead and do this before it's too late. Let's set claims. I don't know where this battle is gonna be fought or what they're gonna send at us. We'll just have to wait and see here. Okay, so battle, okay, that's actually decent. Let's just get back here. Let's push back just a little bit, maybe just to like here maybe. And in fact, we could get a home region advantage if we fight in here. Let's go ahead and do that. Honestly, how many guys do we have? We got 5, 10, 15, I think maybe 17 units, and they have probably pretty close to that. So this could be very, very interesting. Okay, let's get into place here. Here they come. They are going to be crossing through the river here. Let's get some nice cinematic shots of this. I feel like this will look pretty epic. The guys kind of crossing the river. Man, they got quite the army sending at us. So they have lots of units of... Actually, only 3 units of archers. Looks like lots of interesting infantry. Interesting infantry, if we want to call them that. Let's get our spearmen. Let's get them kind of ready to go here. So let's put them on standard ground. And I think this is where we're going to have our stand. So yeah, let's kind of set up right next to the siege camp here. Let's fight right along here. Let's get them set up first. That's a nice little formation. I like that. And let's get all of our swordsmen behind them. Maybe just like this. And then retinue right behind them. And then archers. I don't know where I really want to put you. Maybe on the flanks even. But let's just get you right along here. Oh my gosh, here we go. Let's prepare for battle, men. Oh, I love those little siege tents there. Okay, we're gonna get some volleys here now. Oh, this is about to look epic. We're gonna get some nice little volleys in here as they're coming in. Our crossbowmen are absolutely tearing these guys to shreds. What I could do is maybe move up my retinue. Battle is beginning. Let's push up these guys. So they're coming in on the flanks. Let's maybe move these guys off to the sides a little bit. And these guys are also coming off to the sides. So let's run. Get them running a little bit like that. And then if we kind of defend these guys, that would be nice. Yeah, all these guys are on standard ground, so they should be good. These guys are facing the wrong way. Of course. Let's charge in here. And then these guys are going to be charging in pretty soon. Let's maybe take them. Yeah, let's take these guys out. We got quite the battle on our hands here. Let's check this out. So we got a full line. We got some archers. Who's oh, they're trying to take us out here. Let's get all of our archers shooting at them. If we can. Might be able to get some good shots off. And they are shooting at our guys from behind. So hopefully we can take these guys out. I think our middle guys, they're not really doing a whole lot. Our crossbowmen, we're going to absolutely melt those retinue. Oh, that's epic. Okay, let's check this out. These guys aren't busy anymore. Might as well get them in the fight. How are we doing over here? So we got these guys. Might as well press them forward. Let's start attacking some archers here. Let's press forward on these guys. Look at them, and then let's take all of these guys. Start charging there. They're trying to pay us off. I don't think so. I do not think so. Now let's charge them. I think that should be a victory. And they have some archers in the background as well. So hopefully we can take them out. Absolutely gorgeous game. I've loved this one. I thought this would have been a closer fight, but I mean, our crossbowmen just weren't a match. They were no match for our guys. Absolutely no match. Let's take care of them. And then all of our guys, we can form up for one last little salute to our enemy. Let's form up our guys. All of our archers are attacking these guys now. Oh, these guys are gonna get absolutely melted. Awesome. So they're routing now. Oh my gosh. Look at these crossbowmen fire. I love that. They're actually able to fire pretty quick. They're a lot quicker than the crossbowmen on Stronghold. If you guys ever remember them shooting. Oh man. There's some nice little volleys. Okay, that's gotta be it. Are these guys still alive? There we go. We finally have a victory. Look at this army. Absolute slaughter. We absolutely destroy them. If you guys like these videos, let's get this one to 1,000 likes to lock the next one. I absolutely loved this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.